decided to leave my mic open for the pre-show roll as I'm working on some settings here. If you can hear me, welcome. Thank you for being here. You're cool. You know. You get going. What's good? Oh my goodness. Chat is getting in here early. I don't have any music going on, chat, today. Get a new PC configuration. Getting things set up here in the last couple of seconds. Good morning, everybody. Man, it's a crazy day. It's a crazy day and it's all different. It's all different, you know? Everything's changed. And I'm here for it. Let's make some changes. Let's do everything differently. Let's throw out the formulas. You know, get into the vibes and have a good day. Maxi, good morning. Good morning, AU. Good morning. Go West, backspace, the Bitfox, the EF47T. You have to tell me how to say that as a word, you know what I mean? Let's go. Wicked. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if I can get spicy with it. All right. It's just me today. Maybe, if I'm lucky, depending on his schedule, Conrad will join us at some point. But I'm going to run this show through until 11 a.m. my local time, and it is 8 a.m. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How the heck are you? It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Just kidding. Chat, we're going crazy, all right? Throwing everything out that we've done before. I'm at an impasse because I don't know if I want to spill the tea. I don't know if I want to talk about sort of what has happened in any detail. AU, yes, red hair, a little purple highlight on the front. Okay, it'll eventually fade. Slither Kai, welcome. First time in the chat. Here's the thing. The GMAE show, as it was before on the Sandbox Game channel, is done. Until the value of the show makes sense to the Sandbox game. Now, I personally believe that value exists. I personally believe that the stuff that we did on the show helped people like everybody who's here in the chat to make better games, better experiences in the Sandbox game. But the quote that I will give as to why that show does not exist now is budget cuts, end quote. All right. So that wasn't given to me by anybody, any face, any person that you know. I can say that. Okay. So, I believe that Seb knows the value of the product at the end of the day. And I think that the difference that will come of this, the difference that will come of not having GMAE on the official Sandbox channel, is that probably the games that get made for game jams won't be as good as they were before. And it's going to take a while for the quality of these experiences that get made to see some kind of dip. In the meantime, excuse me, I'm going to be busy, right? We have the council. We are working on the Wizzy project. The announcement to that is very close for the full details on what's going all into that. So I'm busy with that. As the council, though, our primary job, if you don't know, is that we quality assurance test user-generated content experiences for the sandbox game. So in a closed environment, I'm still doing what we did on the GMAE show, and we're doing it on a higher level with more people, and we're doing it better than we did before. However, I'm working with devs and through other people that may not be able to communicate that in the same way as we could on the show and show it in the same way that we could on the show. So what I think is going to happen, and none of it's my decision, and I don't see this as a fault to the sandbox, right? They're making a decision based on what's best for their business at this time. That's great. I get it. I run a business. I've run many. I understand. You know what I mean? Like, it's a YouTube show, it's a Twitch show, it's a whatever. So if that translates to a lower quality product, I think that they will want to see more of it, and we'll come back to it. In the meantime, we'll do some on here, but not as many. I don't want to do as many sandbox game reviews here on this show now, because otherwise it may never come back to the main channel, if that makes sense, you know? It's a big swing for me in life to not have that contract, quite frankly. So not having that contract, doing it here for free, would be pretty impactful to me personally. That said, I can do a whole bunch of stuff here. And I can do more here and be more real here than I could there. Over there on the official channel, you know, I'm going to be ultra PC. I'm going to be ultra good. I'm going to be a little softer on the games, I think, than I would be in my own space. You know, there have been many times in the past where I've played an experience, and quite frankly, I've just thought to myself, wow, this is shit, right? And I wanted to say that, but I wouldn't, because had I, you know, is that productive towards making it better? Probably not. But that's like the first thought that I had, right? So now I can do that. I can be like, look, this is shit, but that's okay. Like, this is how we make it better. Or I can play something that's fully produced, done, pushed, and say, wow, this is just shit. Like, you could have done this and that better, right? So I think we've got a unique position here, doing it on my own personal channel. And hopefully what you guys see when you're here, you'll like. That said, again, I'm going to reel back the sandbox game quite a lot. We'll talk more about other crypto games, not just crypto stuff though. I want to play traditional games with you. I want to have fun with you. I want to play together. And just want to vibe and enjoy time, because this show, as it is now, literally the only reason that this show exists is because of you guys, the people who are watching, the people who are here right now on Twitch at whatever time it is, wherever you are. You don't have to care, right? You don't have to be here, but you are. And so because of that, because there are people who really care, I wanted to do this show. I could be doing anything else, but at the same time, I want to be here hanging out and having fun with you. So that said, I want to know what you want to see the future of this be, because the ideas that I have right now are, first, that I think I want to input at least just like a minute, and it'll probably be longer than a minute, but like on every show, I want to do like something related to financial tips, not financial advice. I'm not going to tell you what assets to buy, but hopefully my time, my experience, understanding like macroeconomics, like for example, last week with the council's main funds, we had assets stored in certain, like we had certain monies stored as certain different assets, right? And I was like, okay, this is gonna make sense to be in these assets if the Federal Reserve does a rate hike of such a number. And all that is probably nonsense to most people, right? You don't really know what that means. What is a basis point and all that kind of stuff. But if they did this, then Bitcoin will go up. If they do this, Bitcoin will go down 5%, but go up in the long term. And if they do this, Bitcoin's going to crash like 20%. And sure enough, they did the middle one, which is what I expected, which is like, I didn't need to make a financial move based on my understanding of what the market was and what the Federal Reserve's intention is to do. And most people don't care about that stuff. But if I could take a minute of every show to do that, I think that might be helpful to you. If that's something that you like, I'll do it. If you don't care, then I won't. There's lots of different stuff that we can do here on the show because nobody can tell us not to. I mean, with the exception of really inappropriate stuff. As long as we're good and we're respectful to people, this is our show. We can do anything. So, thank you, Slither. I appreciate it. Slither Kai saying they turned on the notification bell for tweets. That's very nice. I'm gonna tweet some trash though, to be honest with you. Every once in a while, I'm gonna tweet out some garbage, especially now that I don't have any restrictions. There's some accountability in terms of what I should or shouldn't do with regards to the council, but at the same time, I'm an adult and we're all adults here. So, let's see here. One Box Tea is saying it's so weird because I want to say One Box Tea over on Twitch, but literally everybody's here on Twitch right now, so that's odd for me. Whatever makes Joe happy. You've got great instinct on what makes a community shine. So I'm on board on whatever you have coming. Thank you. What's up, Cold Cuts and Cheese? Man, it's crazy. You're still a Sandbox ambassador, right? Backspace. Technically, yes. The Sandbox ambassador. Technically, I'm still the lead ambassador, but it's kind of a name and title only thing. So I'll kind of explain what an ambassador is, what it was, what it always has been. And that was community leaders, whether they were internal to Sandbox game or adjacent community leaders, like CryptoStash, right, is technically a Sandbox ambassador. The people who had a leading voice in the community were given the ambassador role. And in exchange for their time of helping people in the chat, helping people on Discord, helping people on Twitter, whatever, they got a small compensation was given to them. It's not a job. It's not meant to be a job. Ambassador role is something where, they're just getting a sand payment as a thank you for helping people who have questions if they have questions. So, terrific ambassadors out there, Candidly Kristen, Rufu. There's wonderful people who are doing this every single day that are, quite frankly, doing it better than I am. It was my job for a long time to be the person who knew everything. And that's not really an exaggeration. Anytime somebody asked me about, one guy I remember was super pissed off in an email, not even in the chat, super pissed off in an email because he said the Sandbox stole literally $1 million from them. And so I got forwarded this support and I went on their blockchain transaction that showed them how they converted the Sand to ETH 3 months before. And I don't know how you lose $1 million in your own mind, but they did. And, he was going to go out to the whole world and say everybody was awful. So we fixed that. And that's the kind of thing that most ambassadors wouldn't do, which is kind of what set me apart. But at the today, I don't spend nearly as much time on Discord. Virtually none, quite frankly. You could do better in that regard. But at the same time, it is one of those roles as an ambassador where you should just do it when you have the time to, right? And so previously working, 60 hours or so a week, I did less on Discord. When I first got in, I would be on Telegram and Discord from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. Or the reverse of that, my 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. And so I would see Amy get on, and then I would get on when she was going to bed, and she would just ask, do you ever sleep? And so that was kind of what was going down. So yes, Cold Cuts and Cheese, that is hair color. What's up, Mesquita? So yeah, we've got, there are some fantastic people. I mean, Jazz Wolf here in the chat now is another example of a great ambassador, somebody who's just going above and beyond. And, if it was something where they were promoting from within, then the people that I named would have a job, right? Like if I was in charge of allowing people to have jobs, those people should have jobs. I mean, Jazzwolf, Kristen, Rue, those people should be, I would have made Hill an ambassador like a year ago, right? But those decisions weren't mine to make. And that's part of why I felt like the lead ambassador role was name and title only, right? Deserve it, sure. But at the same time, at this point, at this stage, somebody else could probably do it better than what I do, quite frankly. I think any of the people that I named could be a better lead ambassador than I have been because they're on the beat. They're with the people on the Discord. But that said, I'm still not going to disparage. I'm not going to disparage, defame, the Sandbox game. It's a great platform. I literally challenge anybody to find a better metaverse because it doesn't exist, right? And I looked multiple times as part of what I do. I looked to make sure that things are still of a high quality, right? And I think that's going to be great, going forward with the Sandbox game. I think you're going to see still good, high quality experiences. And I'm going to continue to do that in the council to push to make a really good platform as best we can, because in full candidness, for me, the experiences that have come out over the last couple of weeks have been low quality. If it was me, I would have told them no and pushed them back and said, you're going to need another couple of months, right? Because I personally believe that the general consumer isn't going to care whether we called it they called it UGC, or whether they didn't call it UGC. The general consumer is going to come in and say, this game is fun or it's not fun, right? This is engaging or it's not engaging. This is glitchy or it's not glitchy. And they're not going to care whether that's because a dev was an independent developer or an in-house developer at all. But, that's going to take time, I think, for everybody to kind of get that figured out. And that's okay, because there is time. I know that the Sandbox game has financial fundamentals set up for years to come. So, which is a bit ironic, considering that we made some budget cuts. You know what I mean? But chat, let's get on to some kind of gaming. All right. What do we got? What do you like? What do you want to see? I have basically every game that's ever been made because I buy them like a stupid idiot. I have the most BA gaming PC on the planet. So they're going to look good. They're going to look fresh. We're going to turn them all the way up to 11. And it doesn't, whatever you want to do. I've got, let me see. I don't know. My Steam library is full of stuff, all kind of stuff. I've got, obviously I've got blockchain games, love to try some Rocket League. This is One Box T. We could do that. Rocket League is a pretty easy game to absorb as a viewer. And in the meantime, of course, people who are, interested in Hogwarts Legacy, I've got that. Of course, I have that. I don't have a save, though. I'd have to restart. You can see it's not installed on the new PC, and it was on the old PC. So I'm betting there's not cloud saving for that game. But I can go ahead and install Hogwarts Legacy, and we can play some of that in the near future here. Shouldn't take too long to get installed. Let's see here. What kind of game mood are you in, Sparky? Man, I'm just in the mood to kind of chat with you guys, to be honest with you. But at the same time, you can't just chat at obviously we're in just chatting right now. I'm a little bit bigger on the screen than I used to be. But yeah, there's, I don't know, just chatting seems kind of weird to me. I want to put something on the screen and just chat at the same time. I'd rather be bad at Rocket League while playing it or something like that. And just chat with you guys at the same time, get into it. Got a new, man. Oh, I got to tell you, I got the new setup. I really like it. I really like this. I feel like I don't have to break my neck to communicate with you guys. Before there used to be a camera under my monitor, so it'd be way down here, and the chat would be like up over here, you know. Will Radconda be joining you here? You know, I thought he was going to join today. I still have the same software, so we could pop him in whenever if he does show up at any point. However, it is 8 a.m. and his significant other streams from like 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. So it could very well be that at some point, either he couldn't go to sleep because she was hyped and having a good time with chat, or, you know, any other number of reasons since she just finished being there. All right, Bert Z asking a question here saying, are you in a good frame of mind after highs and lows of the last few weeks? Yeah, for sure, Bert. To be clear, financially speaking, it is Holly's birthday. That's true. It is Holly's birthday today. We're going to go out together. Probably not today, but in the near future, all together, and celebrate that as friends because we live close to each other. But are you in a good frame of mind after highs and lows of the last few weeks? Yes. Just want to be clear with you guys in the chat. I do not like the contract was a good amount of money. I got paid pretty well for doing the GMAE show. I thought that was for a good reason because I was producing high quality product. But at the same time, I am a co-owner of my own business. So that money was nice to have, not essential. It was enough to live on, but not essential. So, I'm okay. Like literally the only thing about it that bothered me, to be quite clear, Bert, was that in my exit interview, when they said they were canceling my show, it's just me and one guy. I asked, what's the reason? And they said budget cuts. And I said, why would I qualify for budget cuts? And they said, well, it's budget cuts. That is it. That was the whole conversation. And I said, okay, I understand. Have a nice day. So it would be nice to know what I could have improved, right? And I think that's core to, operating well. That said, budget cuts are budget cuts. You know what I mean? They don't have to have a reason. They could literally just say, nah, we're done with this. And that's their business. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not in a bad frame of mind about it because I understand what it is to run a business. I understand what it is to, do any sort of financial analysis. Like a couple of weeks back when USD Circle, USDC, fell apart, essentially, I was trying to hire somebody for the council. And then USDC fell apart where we had all of our assets stored as USDC because I thought to myself, well, it's safer to hold dollars than it is to hold a volatile asset like crypto. Womp, womp. So when it collapsed, I'm up at 2 a.m. And I was like, well, is this going to be going the way of Terra USD and disappear, like go down to 2 cents in a couple of days? And that cost us some money. And so I had to cancel a pending contract that I had with somebody that I was drafting. And I let them know, like, I'm sorry about this. It sucks. I don't want to do this, but this is what has happened. And, that's business. It's not like, because I had to make sure that the other people who work for the company I can't impact multiple people's lives to suit one person. You know what I mean? And maybe that's the case here. Maybe they can't impact multiple programs to suit the GMAE show. I get that. It's a global company affecting a global span. Maybe they wanted to take the budget that they had for GMAE and use it for a new show in Korea. I have no idea. Whatever the reason is, it's their business. You know what I mean? So I'm not offended by it. It's just kind of sucked. You know what I mean? It was a day where I was like, oh, that's sad. But also it was like, all right, screw it. I'm going to do my own show where we're going to give what people want to see on that show, whatever that may be. Somebody mentioned just a little bit ago, the, Star Atlas. Like I couldn't very well be on the GMAE show on the Sandbox Game and be talking about Star Atlas, which is like, There's a thing in Star Atlas called a land staking claim. And let's talk about how deep I am in this game. Okay. It's the first game in the blockchain that's going to be on Unreal Engine 5. It's on Unreal Engine 5.1 right now. Unreal Engine 5 is a super high fidelity, like 4K, 8K game engine that's very easy to develop in to make super high quality stuff, right? I saw that, and the day that they announced it, like maybe it's like a week later, I had invested in it when there was just hopes and prayers, and they were like, buy these posters and we'll make an Unreal Engine 5 game. I was like, yeah, screw it. Here's $100. Like, you know what I mean? I bought in then. Today, I am the number 5 owner of something called a land stake claim, which allows you to mine on any given planet in the solar system or multiple solar systems when the game comes out. Number 5 owner in the world of those claims, because I'm like, I want as much of this land as possible. And I'm looking at it from a perspective like the Sandbox game. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. At the end of the day, the research that I've done, they have a white paper for everything. You know, if you don't know, a white paper is like an explanation of what they plan to do with the product. They've got it for everything, like hundreds of pages worth of data that they pull regularly, talking about what's the status of the economy in the game that's not even out yet. Like, you know, this many people bought ships, the ships that they bought. Some of them just sit there. They go into super high detail. I love their product. And that is why I am well over invested in Star Atlas personally. What's up, Julia? Thanks for the compliment on the hair. Appreciate it, man. It was a long time to wait here. Let's see here. Bert Z says, would have been better if they allowed you to say goodbye to the Sand Fam. Yeah, I mean, okay, Bert, hear me out on this. I agree with you in a sense that I know who I am, right? But let's imagine this. Imagine you're an owner of a company, right? And you just told somebody that in X number of days, they're fired. Essentially, right? Like, whatever. Taking it from just an objective position. They're fired in a certain number of days. Would you then give them the keys to the kingdom and say, you get to go live on our multi-billion-dollar platform as the face of the company? You know what I mean? I 100% would never, ever allow that. Because if you let somebody go, there's so much there, like so much in that wrapper that's like, you could be having a bad time, man. You let somebody just let loose out there, you could be having a real bad time. That said, that's not me, never has been. You know, as I said before, I still think that the Sandbox is the best metaverse that exists in the metaverse space. Just, you know, it's the most diverse in terms of creator community. It's the most wide in terms of content being developed. It has the strongest number of daily active users, from my understanding, in any metaverse that's out there. Will all of that be true when the other side launches? Not sure. You know, I'm seeing playtests on there where those people are stacked by the thousands and thousands playing in those experiences. And those are just people who currently own other side assets, you know? So, backspace, let's see here. Oh, well, first we'll go with Bert saying, honorable people always act honorably. There is life after work and jobs. Yeah, I mean, that's the choice that you have to make, right? Because quite frankly, when the doors are closed, when it's just me in an email with people that I expect to be top level professionals, people who want to do things right, I am not really nice. Quite honestly, like I have been in emails where I have told people who were much more senior than me in the company that they need to get their shit together and do it better. Right? And that doesn't go over well with people. And that probably attributed to the fact that the show would eventually be canceled. Not that I did that very often, but like once a quarter or so, I'd be like, this is really terrible performance from somebody in your position. And you could do it better by doing all of this. And I'd give them a list. Like, this is what needs to change in order for things to succeed, right? And, from somebody who's been at top level positions in multiple companies at this point, that makes sense if you're talking to your peers. But those people clearly got offended by the idea that I'm not, in their view, their peer, right? I don't have a C-level position in a big company, so I can't tell them what to do, if that makes sense. Literally had somebody ask me, who are you, before, when I was like, you're doing all this wrong, right? But would I go back? Yeah, absolutely, right? Because at the end of the day, the show wasn't for me. I'm not a dev. I'm not a creator. Julia in the chat will attest to that. Julia's seen, my 4 wolves in a default template game that I made as a meme was because Half Dork, it leads up our internal game jams so that we can better understand brand new tools and features that are inside the game maker as they launch. Because quality assurance testing is very different than creating a game. Like, I can fundamentally understand how a person should do it, but to do it is different. Like, you can say this is glitched for this reason and this is how to fix it. But then if you actually go and you reproduce that in the game maker, as some of you know as devs, it's not as easy as that sometimes. And you have to iterate 3, 4, 5, 6 times to make it work, But there's a lot going on. Anyway, so I've got Hogwarts Legacy. Looks like it's verifying now. You guys mentioned something about that. But let's get into one box. I don't know if you're still here in the chat. I'll probably do a couple of rounds of Rocket League just to fill the air here. I don't know if it's going to be too loud. Let me know if it's loud or you don't want to hear it at all. We can do that anytime. One box. Why are we not friends on Steam? All right, you're gonna have to get your stuff together. Get it together. And be friends on Steam for this. Oh man, am I supposed to hear this? I am supposed to be hearing it, but can I hear it? No, that's fine. It's whatever. I don't need to hear it. All right. One box wants to play some Rocket League. Are you Cthulhu's Torment? One box. You can add me on Epic Games at the Vision EX, and I will accept your friend request inside the game, and we can get into some play. We just hear you, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Rocket League can be fun. Rocket League can be engaging, but opening Steam, very cool. Oh, you have it on Steam? You must have had it for a while. Did I see purple? Ekion, you do see. There's purple in the front. There's party in the back. All right. What up, Touche? How's it going? Man, been spilling the tea so far today. All right. Andy Ritchie is building the Rocket League Fennec on stream right now. Nice. Black and red is better. Just saying. Julia. Look at my shirt right now. Okay. Can you see my shirt? See my shirt? The accents in the shirt. These 2 colors are in like half of my clothes, and I didn't even know it until I did it. And then I came home, right? And that day I was wearing a red shirt and I was wearing the blue suit pants. I put on the blue blazer and I was like, looking fresh. All right. But then I look in my closet yesterday when I was on the stream with Lucas and Half Dork and Panda and King. We were doing the D&D. I shared a little preview to those folks in the chat, and Lucas was like, wow, the shirt matches your hair. And it was a mostly white shirt, but the flowers matched the color, So it turns out I pick these colors all the time. But yeah. Can I add you on Rocket League? Man, Touche, you feel free. You got it. The Epic Games account at the Vision X. My Steam is TTV/TheVisionX. But we can absolutely play anytime. Whatbox? What's up, man? All right, let's see. Maxi says Voxedit has an active community of users who share their creations and offer support, making it an excellent platform for collaborative learning and exploration. These features make Voxedit an excellent tool for anyone interested in learning about 3D modeling and design from beginners to advanced users. Is that just like a quote? Is that a copy paste from the website? Because that's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. I feel like it's a copy pasta. Thank you. Thank you, Julia. Appreciate it. I was going for that main character look. You know what I mean? That kind of BS where you can go like on YouTube and you get like 1 million views. All you have to do is put a little outline around your face. You know? For no reason at all. Oh, it's in response to Backspace 66. Oh, thank you, Maxi. Okay, Touche. I see you. I see you, Touche. No, so I had a... I bet you I know what's going on. I bet you I know what's going on. Look at that. Go to my sound settings here real quick. Forgive me. Chat. It's going to do the thing. Derp, 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 derp. If I do this, will I be able to hear it? Oh, I know what's happening. Oh, gosh. That's lame, dude. That's so lame, dude. What up, escape room artist? I'm not Chewbacca now, all right? Since all these ads coming up, are others getting them? Bert, do you keep getting ads? Man, I don't know how to turn that off. I'll figure it out. Makes me miss my red. What's up, Pickaxe Master? How you doing? Man, I'm trying to get my settings set. You know what I mean? It's all garbo. It's trash. It's the trash, man. All right, let's go back to some Rocket League here. Got everything all set up. I was doing my thing early this morning. Everything kind of broke, as it does. You guys know. You guys know about my history with audio. Happy to see you on screen. Thanks, Pickaxe. Saw you guys streaming the other day with the 3 of you hanging out. Oh, you can hear the game now. I can't. Ironic. Ironic. I bet you I could fix that, though. Bet you I could make it so I could hear my own video game, you know? Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah. Does that work? Can I hear the game now? Nope. Gamer! I'm gonna create a party. I don't know if I can get Touche in here. Touche, you ready to lose? I mean, play video games? See, now you can hear the Rocket League, but I cannot. Get ads before I subscribed. Oh no! 4 out of 4. Wait, what? Wait, what's going on? Why are there so many damn ads? Somebody turn this shit off. Chat. How do I do it? You recently ran an ad that must wait to run another. I never clicked the button, you piece of crap. Stop it. Oh. How do I make it stop? Just had 5 ads in a row. What is wrong? I'm gonna freak out, dude. Tell Twitch to go freak itself, dude. Content. How do I turn off the ads? VOD settings. Enable clips. Raids. Dude, stop it. Are you serious? Somebody in the chat. I swear to God. It says, we noticed that you're missing Ads Manager panel. You need this panel to track and snooze your ads. Yeah, I want them to turn off forever. I want them to turn off forever, chat. This is bullshit. I don't want it. How do we do that? I'm freaking out. Channel settings? Nope. Affiliate settings? Allow subscribers to watch your content on your channel ad-free. That's turned on. Great. Ignore slow mode. Yep. I never turned that on anyway. Ads. Activate your schedule to automatically run ads on your channel. Turn it off! Get the fuck out of here! Disable pre-roll ads. I don't want notifications. There we go. Get the fuck out of here, ads. I don't even care. You're done now. You're turned off, I think. I think you're turned off now, ads. Get the fuck out of here. What did you think? I needed your 5 cents or whatever? Come on. Stupid ads. Alright. Let's go. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? We got a casual, we got competitive, we got... Maybe we should do... Let's do some casual. Let's just do some threes. Do a little threes. Play it chill, you know. Go West. What up? Let's find a way to sneak him in. Hodel Hill, no way. You know, the first one that I turned off, I thought I turned him off proper in the settings. But the first ad that I turned off was that one where it takes your whole damn screen and it shrinks this whole screen and then puts the ad under here. I'm like, no, get out of here. Only kind of ad I want on this channel is ads that donate to children. You know, that's where I'm at. I gotta work on like what kind of emotes and stuff you guys like, and all the channel points, like what that's about. Wow, that guy literally just gave it to me, bro. He was like, hey, let me put it inside the net. Check this out. Check out G Money, just putting it right in front of the net for me. Oh yeah, beautiful. You love to see it. Holy crap. Oh, ooh. I'm gonna trust. Oh heck. Here we go. Oh, Conan. Oh, Conan. Oh, what a save, bro. Nope, bad shot. Close. Oh, no boosting. There we go. Good G Money. Look at G Money trying his best, alright? Conan. It's a bad shot, huh? It's a miss. Rip. Just take their boost though, because I'm a jerk. Ooh, G Money passing again to somebody who could shoot. Hell yeah, nice view on that touche. Let's go G Money. Oh, hey, there we go. Thank you. Appreciate. Great clear, dude. Oh, here we go. Nice. Ooh. Should be an uwu too. All right, let's do an uwu. Uwu it up. Who are you, Woo? Oh, dang. G Money was smart. Got up. Oh, I shouldn't have waited for the... Oh, damn, it hit the roof. No! My fight money! Alright. Frig. Ooh. Another one. Oh, G Money passing again? Pass it to me, G Money. Pass it, big dog. Let's go. Oh man, I gotta turn Steam notifications off. That's pretty annoying. Usually when I was on the TSB shows, my Steam was not open, so I never thought about the fact that... Oh. You ever just like drive past, in front of, and through your team? You know what I mean? Okay, we got a Tetris emote, we got Die Inside emote, Wizzy emotes. Well, you're damn right you can have Wizzy emotes. I can do those all day. Onan! Stop being pretty okay at this game, right? Rain. I'm waiting for them to do well, if that makes sense. I'm like, hey, yeah, go ahead, shoot that. And then they just like bop it the wrong way every time. It's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. It's really hard to read the enemy when the enemy doesn't know what the enemy's doing. I think Joe's more of an Aura type? Wait, is it Aura or Era? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Oh, frig. Nice save, dude. My bad. I overcommitted to that. And after successfully juking them, I tried to hit them, but they weren't there to hit. Ooh! Ooh! Oh no! Okay, oh no! Oh, it's okay, bro, it's okay, no worries. Oh, damn, I did not mean to say nice block. That was a dick thing to say. Look at that. Here we go. Come on, G-Money. Okay. Conan's really very much interested in just hitting people. Frig. I'm not at video games. Wow, that guy rage quit? What? G-Money left the game? It's 1-0. Oh, is he back? No, wait. Oh, it's casual. Duh. But also, it's 1-0. Why wouldn't you stay and try to win? What are you doing, bro? Damn. Trying to get a nice juggle. Okay, easy game. Easiest game of my life. You serious? Look at that. Look at that win. Look at that win right there. I think it is a wolf whistle. Oh, I see. Not uwu, but like aru. Like, okay, all right. I get it. How's the 4090 GPUs this Maxi Mac? I mean, fresh. It's feeling fresh. I got the display is one of those LG C2, I think is what it's called. I forget. I freaking forget, dude. But I got a new 4K display with the OLED and I got the smallest version I could. I literally looked for like 4K gamer display, right? And everybody was recommending this like TV. Are you playing with Epic Games or Steam? ¿Por qué no los dos? Both. In the EU, they took it off the Steam store. So if you have it on Epic Games, one box, I get it. That's good. We can use that on the main menu. I'm going to go to the main menu now. You can see when I push RT, it gives me my notifications. This includes people from my friends list on Steam and my friends list on Epic. So it's all good. Either one you have works together. We can all play. But, all right. So I'm going to ask a question of you guys. Because I'm interested in doing it. Because I'm interested in helping as much as I possibly can. You're on Epic. Good. One box. You can still add me there. It's at ZVisionEX. I don't know that I can... I mean, I guess I can add you right here. So you are Frank Kilo. Right? There we go. Okay, done. That's out. So you guys... You know that I'm kind of a money person, kind of a nerd in that regard, right? Biggest thing or smallest thing? The biggest thing or smallest thing in finance that you don't understand? If you want to ask it, I'll try to explain it just for, a little something to kind of fill the space here, because I want to be able to help you guys succeed in different ways, as much as we possibly can. Once again, not asking about a specific stock, like do I think Tesla's going to go to zero or something, you know what I mean? But things about money that you don't understand. Maybe it's like what is foreign exchange, right? Like how do we understand a dollar as it gets exchanged to a euro? Or Slither Guy says, is Tesla going to zero? Yes, it's really low quality shit, but just kidding. The whole company is not the stock, which is the same thing, but different. They're way over-vested in Twitter, which is on fire, if you haven't noticed. But, So will central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, help the crypto markets? All right, I'm going to tell you something here that I believe I'm going to get flamed for on the internet. Yes, I personally believe CBDCs are good for crypto. Central bank digital currencies would take the technology that allowed the average everyday person right now to understand when people move money from here to there, right? Like right now, you know when Coinbase moves $100 million worth of assets from Coinbase to Kraken, for example, right? You know that it's on the blockchain. We've probably seen it on Twitter. People talk about it. Why did they do it? People start asking the right questions. They ask them quickly, and effectively. When you saw this bank collapse in California, right? The people who identified that it was a fundamentally flawed bank were not regulators, but regular people, because the balance sheet had been made public from the bank. I believe, personally, that a central bank digital currency allows for when people say the government just spends the money on whatever the fuck they want, which may or may not continue to be true, you'll still know exactly where every dollar and cent goes, and it's easier to explain, and it'll be in a format that people already have learned to understand. Regular people have learned to understand blockchain. It will be a blockchain public ledger, right? So I think in that way, it's really good. But the other way that I think it's really, really good is that there's two primary changes that will happen. First is you have, let me see, I'm going to make sure I get everybody in here that wants to be in here. But you've got with a public ledger, and it being a type of cryptocurrency, whether they want to say it is or not, it'd be a centralized cryptocurrency, but no different than any other stable coin, essentially, right? They're going to overprint it. They're going to do whatever they want with it, right? It's just money is literally going to come out of thin air. It's going to be backed by nothing, like it always has been, like the dollar always has been, like the yuan always has been, like the yen always has been. It's backed by nothing and supported by nothing except vibes, right? And the difference is that it is then going to make it accessible and easy to have what I said it before, like Forex, foreign exchange, is really just one currency being traded for another, right? Foreign exchange, currency to currency. When I trade the dollar for the euro, it's got a rate, right? And people are going to be able to see very easily on a public ledger the rate value of a dollar versus a Bitcoin, a dollar versus an ETH, a dollar versus a euro, whatever the euro digital currency is. And all of those things are going to move exactly like you see the charts right now in CoinMarketCap, which is to say the one with the most total value is going to be the dollar. But the second one, if it gets created, would be a central bank version of the yuan. And then somewhere fairly far down the list will be Bitcoin, right? But it'll be there, it'll be more accessible and more universally transferable. I think that's very good. It is not, in my opinion, the end game. I don't believe that the dollar, if it's like every other currency that's ever existed, has an unlimited lifespan. I believe that because it's guaranteed to inflate 2% by target from the Federal Reserve every year, that means that on average, Bitcoin will go up 2% every year. Bitcoin is a limited asset that is desirable, that some countries are using as its primary money. So it will go up as a result of that, probably further or more than 2% on average per year, right? So this is like, when I look at things, I don't look at things on feelings and emotions so much as fundamentals as much as I possibly can, right? And if I know that the federal government has a plan where they want to make sure that you're still spending the dollar, that the dollar's still flowing, and they have that plan set at, well, now it's worth 2% this year versus last year, that's what inflation is, then, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm in the crypto space. That's why I invest in general. That's why I stay here. And the ups and the downs day to day, they don't really matter to me so much as like what's fundamental. So again, CBDCs, in my opinion, will help the crypto markets because it just makes it easier for the average person to use digital dollars. It makes it easier for the average person to use decentralized finance, because they will have digital dollars. Maxi says, is it possible if they introduce the central bank digital currency and ban all other digital currencies? So technically possible, yes. Enforceable? No, not really. We're at a point now where I think it was something like 90 million Americans out of the 336 or 340 million Americans that are there have access, used, or own cryptocurrency already, right? So if a third of the population already owns it, then enforcement on a ban like that would be like banning Napster if you were there during that time. They're like the main when we were illegally downloading music, the enforcement came down to the distributor, right? And that is where certain exchanges might be forced to hold central bank digital currency dollars instead of Circle dollar, USDC, instead of Tether dollar, USDT, right? They'd say you can't use those, you can't use Binance USD if you want to operate Binance in America. But there's an interesting thing happening with enforcement on the laws that are kind of coming through, the judgments that are coming through right now, that makes it really interesting. And that is these, whether it's the Securities Exchange Commission claiming that something is a security, or it is the CFTC, I believe it's the name of the organization. But when a judge rules a thing, that ruling can sometimes define what the laws are, because the ruling comes in based on existing law, right? Or that judge's understanding of it. And the only way that judge can be overridden is if it gets taken to a higher, more important court in America, or if the law gets written differently by Congress, right? And so as it is now, the enforcement, like this last law, somebody's trying to sue Binance, right? They're trying to sue Binance, and they're trying to say Binance is holding things inappropriately. They're moving money around in inappropriate ways. Whether it's true or not is up to the courts, right? I don't know. I'm not informed on that part. But in the wording of this legal document, if Binance does successfully get sued, the legal document calls Bitcoin a commodity, I believe. Commodity. It calls Ethereum a commodity, and like 5 or 6 other assets are specifically being called commodities, which means they are not securities. Securities like a stock, right? So that means that if this lawsuit goes through, then it would take a higher court for the Securities Exchange Commission to successfully ban Bitcoin, because Securities and Exchange Commission doesn't have any ruling over commodities. Does that make sense? So it's a totally different kind of conversation. Now they have to go back to the drawing board and go, damn, I guess we can't ban Bitcoin, because that court said it's not a security. So there's all kinds of stuff that hey, thanks Bert, appreciate it. There's all kinds of stuff that's very interesting when you look at it on a very high level, that we can ignore the noise, right? Like I'm comfortable putting my money and my company's money up in crypto because I understand fundamentally kind of what's happening in the world. So there are many times where I'll be talking to Alex, right? And Alex and I are the primary owners of the company. We know that it affects all the people who work for the company. And I'll be like, okay, well, this thing just happened with the Federal Reserve, and tomorrow they're going to have a meeting, and it's very likely that they're going to do this and that, right? And he'll literally just go like, you know what? You're the money guy. You know what the hell you're doing. Like, All right. Nope. Shit, I'm bad at shooting. Jeez. Gamer. Sorry about that. Okay, touche. Okay, touche. Okay, touche. Great pass. Thank you. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Bert, right? I love how SEC boss is arguing with the commodities boss. I think that's the thing. Is like that's where a lot of crypto companies get kind of irritated. They get frustrated with this because like they just want direction. Like FTX collapsed. Oh my god, I'm ass at shooting, bro. Did you see that? Oh, that's a free one right there. Choo choo. Let's go, dude. Okay. All right. Get a video game store. Can you do that? Nope. Nope. Ah, dang. But they most company owners, operators, shareholders, up and down, all the way up and down the spectrum, want to just see regulators regulate. They want to see them make a damn decision, one way or the other. And they're going to see it happen, and there's going to be a short dip, you know what I mean? It's going to fall, whatever percentage is going to fall, and then it's going to continue to live on because fundamentally the principles are strong, right? Cryptocurrency isn't going anywhere. The use of NFTs isn't going anywhere. Yeah, it's going to continue to exist in this space because it innovated in a great way. Dog. Shit. Dog! I'm so bad at this game. Look at that. Okay, here we go, Touche. Here we go. Here we go. We got it. Clutch him. Clutch him. Oh, frig. Why is Atomic Cell hitting us with some Rick Astley right now? Good job, Choo Choo. Good job. All right. All right, gamer. I do not have boost. All right. So how do I jump in with you guys? One box. You just have to send me a little invite or accept my... Did you accept my friend request? Did you get that? Or have you sent one if you didn't get mine? Oh, man. No! Oh, my goodness. Touche, you clutch king. Oh, that was a bad move on my part. Oh, wow, I didn't expect them to completely break it. Woo! Hey there, demo. Damn. I missed pretty good there. Alright. The notification you got was just from me. Alright. I'll accept as soon as I'm out of the match and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go. I believe I can accept that request. Damn. Atomic Cell is all over me. Let's go, Choo Choo. Give it to him. Dang. Oh, heck. Very shootable. Here we go. Boy. Go get that. Go get that. They're super overcommitted, dog. No, bad touch. I'll jump over that guy. Damn. Come on, the train. Let's go. You can ride it. Oh, I overcommitted to that. Real good. Real good job, Joe. It's a free one. Oh, good save. Good save. Choo-choo's clutching it up. Touche's hitting the corner. All right, GG. Frig. Here we go. No! Tears. All right. I've always been super wary of crypto since BitConnect. Yeah, no, I mean that's a totally different era too, right? Like the Mount Gox, the Magic the Gathering OX, not Mount Gox. Did you know that? They liked MTG, Magic the Gathering, and then the OX from the start of the. Are you serious, gamer? Oh man, we super lose here. That sucks. I don't have any boost to get a good hit on that. Crushing it. Alright, let's see here. Backspace 666 saying just a little bit ago, US lawmakers are witch hunting anything China related, TikTok, Binance, etc. Kind of in the same boat with that. China has made some fairly significant human rights atrocities over the last many decades. Some of them very recent. But what does that really have to do with like TikTok, right? And I had kind of an intimate conversation with somebody who didn't want to hear it, if that makes sense. They had their points, I had mine, and they stopped. Oh man, April Fools. I forgot that's today, bro. Don't prank me. It's just a prank, bro. Don't do it. But so it used to be part of my job when I worked in marketing, worked for a radio, but we did more than radio. To be the person who bought and sold. Oh my gosh, I'm dog water, dude. What a save, Touche. But it used to be part of my job to buy, sell those ads that you ever get one of those ads where you are thinking about possibly next year buying a dog that is has white fur, and all of a sudden you've got like ads for poodles on every website. You get a pets.com ad like in the middle of your podcast, and you're like, how are they reading my damn mind? Yeah, it was my job to like buy, sell, and understand those ads, right? For a time. And so when you look at something like the TikTok thing where they're like, oh, well, they're tracking you. Literally, it's not different than Instagram. It's actually not at all different than Twitter. It's not different than Facebook. It's not different than Snapchat or whatever social media you prefer. It's identical. The only difference is where the data is going, right? And that's the interesting bit about it, and where lawmakers should be concerned, but they're often not concerned, which, sucks. So people who are protesting this like TikTok ban are looking at the wider implications of the ban, such as if you used a VPN to access TikTok, but it's not limited to TikTok in the way that the wording is set, then you could... Oh, shit. Wow. That guy just dribbled around so poorly for so long that I didn't know what to do. You could end up... you could end up getting a significant jail time, a significant fine for using a VPN, right? Like a VPN is such a basic function of like modern interneting. Like it's a safety feature when, working with unfamiliar websites in general. And then they're like, now we're going to ban you if you use a VPN. Like, ban you from real life, Like, go to jail. Oh man, I really need boost. This guy's 100% going to use his boost to grab a boost, dog. Alright, Atomic Cell, you're trying. I see you learning skills. I see you learning things. Should I step my game up out here or what? Frick. What a bad shot. I'm such a bad gamer. Here we go. We can do this. We can do this. Hero, what's up? Get to hear Joe say shit. Oh, wait. Like, literally? You want to hear me say the word shit? Or what? That's good. Oh, that was shootable. Oh, man. Here we go. Let's go. Dang. I was hoping that Minor Bless was going to miss that. I shouldn't rely on people to miss, but that is the nature of the ELO we're playing in right now. Damn. Expected the third guy. I expected the third man. Get blown up, boy! Let's do it! Touche, no! Oh! What a save! Oh! Sorry! Oh no! The scary thing is China is now mixing communism with the ability to start a world war. Let's hope they don't really side with Russia. Could be another Hitler in the making, and the rest of the free world would just have to respond. Here's the thing. Let's go back to fundamentals. Let's take away the flashy aspects of the way that the news is written today, right? For 3,000 years, China hasn't given a shit about anybody else, right? They're making trades, they're doing deals, they're making their country, over the GDP of the country go up. That's their goal. They want to, have the one China policy is controversial because there are individuals, groups, cities, regions that just don't want to be a part of that. Oh, that's a big save. That's how you save. There we go. There we go. If they're not going to want to be a part of it, like you talk about Thailand, you talk about Hong Kong, you're gonna. Oh, he hit it again. What a gamer. You're going to see some dissent, but China is going to do what they've always done, which is to say, quite frankly, lie, but also just say China is China, right? China's China. We don't care about you. We don't care about anybody else. We have what we have, and we hold what we hold, and we're going to continue to do that forever. That's their goal, to have that stable growth by whatever means necessary. And often we can all disagree, right, with the way that they do it. It's going to be wrong. They're going to do wrong things, and that's what separates them from a true democracy from something else. That said, America's got those same problems. You know what I mean? We've got those same problems. There are people that vehemently disagree with fundamental things, and as long as America wants to be this giant amalgamation of different ideas, we have to be willing to work together as people. And we are not. We are increasingly not so. Americans are increasingly in disagreements with each other, whether divided by their own vibes, their own feelings, or they're divided by somebody telling them that they should hate the other person. It's a problem. It's not isolated to one country, right? So, all right, Touche, thanks for hanging out. See you soon. I'm going to go to the main menu. We'll see if we can get one box in here, hopefully. Let's see. There it is. There's the party invite. Leave my current party. Oh, party's no longer available. Rest in pepperonis. I'll invite you to my party. Here we go. When I'm actually awake. All right, Touche. I'm down with it. Down with it. But yeah, we've got... As an individual... As each of us as individuals, we're all going to disagree with certain things. We're all going to disagree, we all should also agree on what is acceptable, right? It should always be unacceptable to hate and disparage an entire group of people based on their one qualifier, whatever that is, right? Because you take away the individual, you take away like the value of a person when you do that. You put them all in a box and you say they are this person, right? And I think that's true. Whether you talk like even when we talk about China, China is the Chinese government. China is not the Chinese people. And I'm sure you probably know somebody who is from China, and you think like that's a great person if you knew them, right? And there are lots of them. Obviously, there's going to be lots of them. China is the government. It's this big, you put them into this amorphous blob, and you end up with this problem. All right, but yeah. I don't think they're going to turn into Hitler. You know what I mean? I mean, Russia, who has always like touted this big stick, isn't special. They can't win the war in the Ukraine, a country that by area is much smaller, by population is smaller, by perceived global power was smaller, and they're not losing. It's Russia, and that's true, Hill. Russia is the same with regards to its people, right? Russia is this amorphous blob, but most of the people are good people. We've had conversations with these people regularly. We're just chatting, and a lot of people in Russia, just as with any other place, may be like victim to believing what they're told, because why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? If it's gotten you where you are today, then there's reason to trust the process and believe that they're telling the truth, until you get into a situation that breaks that and proves that they're not. Then you're going to continue to believe that it is true. There's lots, but that's, if we go back to the point that we were talking about with does the U.S. dollar, does the central bank digital currency make sense? Central bank digital currency makes it so that somebody's smokescreen is gone. You know exactly what they're spending, where they're spending, how they're spending. It's more disclosed, more publicly available, and more people will scrutinize it, which holds more people accountable. I think that's a good thing for that. The more that we do this, the more internet exists, the more prevalent our everyday exposure to everything is, the more you're going to get that, I think. You're going to get more people with a camera in your face saying, you said that you were going to be a good person, but over here, you murdered these people, and that'll help in the long term. I think people are going to get slightly more homogenous in that way, slightly more of the same, but also more being held accountable generally means you're going to be more respectful to individual people. And there's going to be less atrocities across the world over time. So anyway, kind of just going on. Long queue time on this one. One box. That's good. What are we doing in this queue? Birdsey says, I do agree with ad-free Twitch. Thank you. Yeah, fuck ads. You kidding me? All right. Sparky Snickles says, do you think the government will find ways to hide their transactions for national security reasons? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Currently, one of the ways that they do that is that they well overpay for assets that would otherwise not need to be, paying like $10,000 for a bowl, like a literal bowl that you would eat food out of. And then those assets go back into funding another project in that organization, So they'll be like, okay, well, we bought a bunch of cutlery. How much did you spend on it? Well, we spent like $10 million on cutlery. Well, how much cutlery did you buy? Don't worry about it, What a save. What a save, dude. What a save by those folks. So I think that's one way that they'll find to hide their transactions. Other ways are, shell companies, shell organizations that, supposedly do some other thing and they don't. But at the end of the day, that's... Uh-oh. Okay. All right. That's something that we as individuals can still better hold them accountable for, I think. Okay, is Old Man a real person? Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Darn. Here we go. Oh! No! Okay. Okay. Good save, Old Man. Here we go. Good job, one box. Done. Dunked. Easy game, bro. Garnican says, will it keep being possible for normal people to buy small things anonymously? Like a present for a sweet one, a loved one. So yes, it would be, but no, it would be on the ledger, right? So let's go into this discussion, assuming that your partner, your loved one, your family member trusts you, and they allow you to exist without stalking you. Nobody's gonna care or know. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna look at the ledger. And at the end of the day, if they did look, they're still not gonna know an itemized transaction. So, like, when we go to the store, and here in the US, the biggest retailer is Walmart, so I'm gonna use them as an example of that. If you go to a Walmart store and you buy, you know, I don't know, soda, and you buy 10 sodas, and that costs you $40 to buy 10 sodas, then the transaction is just going to say you transferred $40 from your wallet to Walmart's wallet. That's it. Just like blockchain does now, right? The only exception to that is when you, on blockchain, buy an NFT because you're transferring those for specific digital assets, but the physical assets won't have that transaction on them. When I send money for pizza, when I send somebody Bitcoin for pizza, it doesn't say that I sent them Bitcoin and received pizza digitally. It just says I sent them Bitcoin from here to there. And the goods are anonymous. What up, Maddox? How you doing? Made with a party of 4. Hell yeah. Thanks for hanging out, man. It's been an adventure. It's been an adventure, but we're kind of unlocked over here on the channel now, so we can talk about whatever, whenever, play whatever, whenever. One box here is requested that we play some Rocket League, so we're playing some Rocket League right now, but we can... Oh, what a save by the old man out here. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. Oh, boy. Okay. I thought they were going to hit that. That would have been a real bad choice by me had they been better at this video game. Easy save. GG. But yeah, we've been able to be a little bit more unlocked, unleashed here on the channel now that I literally have no one to answer to. And no reason to, hold back out here. Nice her, thank you. Alright. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. Got 12 boost in a dream out here trying to make that work. Nope, didn't work. Come on, get that save. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah, dude. Got me midair, dude. I love it. I want it. Damn it! I'm bad. You know it. Oh my god, I suck. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It wasn't me. That's a better shot. That was a better shot, alright? That was a better shot. I learned how to do a video game right there. See you soon, Maddox. Wee. Man. I should change my stuff up. Maybe should I say that it's Rocket League? Are we committed to the Rocket League today, or are we going We're gonna go around. We're gonna switch it up. I don't know. Probably gonna play until well, we got a good hour and a half left here in this episode. Oh, what a shot, dude! Oh my god, get out of here! So good at games. The pass, clutch. The shot, spectacular. What are you gonna do? What can you do? That person's lagging even. Wow. Okay, those are new quotes. How do you do it? Man, I'm so proud of you. Wow. Oh my gosh! Wait, I thought it was like nice block, nice shot, all that business, but like, wow, they really did change it. April Fool's Day'd it up in the Rocket League. Didn't even realize. Good touch, gamer. Pro game. Do you want to track the Rocket League players? If so, change it. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Why not? You know, why not? Let's do it. Let's make it Rocket League. Let's make it Rocket League for now. Been way too long since I played it, man. Don't even worry about it. So, what's your plan on regularity of streams? Well, I want to do streams pretty much every day. Like, I wanted to do it on Saturday this time just because it was the first of the month. You know what I mean? I'm out of my contract with the Sandbox now, so I was like, let's go. Let's get all the way in and just do it right away. Now, the weekend, generally, I want to spend a little time with my family, but on the weekdays, basically, because I'm just doing stuff for the council now, I can do work at any hour. So if I do a live stream, it's going to be on the schedule that best suits most people. I think that I want to do what's recommended to me by Twitch, which is to start up later, not at this hour. You know, I wanted to do this one early because I got stuff that goes on later on in Saturdays. But if we do it at like right now it's 9:30 a.m. If I do like a 6 p.m. show, my time, then that is prime time Twitch time. You know, they can get the maximum number of people in here. And my goal for this channel is it's sort of threefold. I want to grow this channel to where it was before. You know, I was right on the cusp of, oh darn, my guy just smashing through me. I was right there, like ready to be a partner back in like Destiny 1 days. But, you know, just kind of, I don't know. It wasn't making any money and I needed to do regular work, if that makes sense, right? So I'd like to get back to that just as a for fun goal. And then all of these VODs, I have a restriction on Twitch right now where it says that, you know, as part of being an affiliate, I can't repost these on YouTube until 24 hours later. And that's the reason why the Sandbox game is not a partner on Twitch, right? They don't have emotes and stuff. So we'll continue to grow that, put new emotes in there, new like channel point stuff. We'll make it together, whatever this becomes for you guys. And then we'll translate that to YouTube 24 hours later. We'll put it up on like the occasional clip on TikTok. Do that regardless of whether TikTok is going to get banned in the US or not. I really don't give a shit, to be honest with you. I will still continue to put content on there. Once I get up to 1,000 followers on TikTok, I can simulcast the stream there. Oh man. So I could do that in like, it'll be in 2 different formats at the same time. Oh, here we go. Bountiful. What you got, dog? What you got, dog? What you got, dog? You got nothing. That's what you got right there. Oh shit, I'm bad at video games. See that miss? See that miss, chat? It's like, oh, what a save, bro! Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, my bad. Damn, pretty much hit it straight at that person. What days? Any chance of Sundays? We could do some Sunday stuff, I suppose. I'd have to think about what I'm doing on Sundays in particular. Sundays would just be like an on and off thing. Like I might do it on the Sunday, I might not. Weekdays, we can do it weekdays. Start at 6 p.m. Go until, I don't know, probably like, well, maybe I should start later than 6. I don't know. Because I do still want to see my family. And my wife is a school teacher, so if I started at 6, we would have like an hour maybe that we could see each other, and then I'd be on the stream. So we'll think about it. Maybe it should be like 8. I'll do 8. We'll do 8 p.m. my local time for the weekday shows, and Sundays, Saturdays could be very well possible. We could do Sundays and Saturdays fine, so long as people, as long as people are here for it, I guess. You know, once again, this is, for me, it's all about like growth. It's all about helping the community in whatever way that I can help the community. We can do things in new and different dynamic ways now. I would really like it. I would really like it. Just as like a thing that I'm passionate about. I'd really like it if the community would ask questions about finance stuff that you see like on that stock market TV show where you go, what does that even mean? You know, like how can I want to be able to help people make their money make money without telling them what to buy, if that makes sense. Like teach you the real things that make people rich. Because so far it's worked out pretty good for Joe. I'm not rich by any means, but I went from living in an apartment for 10 years to very suddenly being able to buy a house, buying a car in cash, you know, by like spending more time. Like once I got into the crypto space, I spent more time on financial fundamentals and always been pretty good at spreadsheet math, like the big stuff, macroeconomics. So I'd like to be able to help people. Be great for us Aussies. It's 2 a.m. at the moment. Dang! 2 a.m. Sheesh. Huddle says I like 8 p.m. Beer o'clock time. All right. Bert, that's a good time though. 4 a.m. for the UK if it's 8 p.m. for you. Darn it, Jazz Wolf! We could do it. We could do that, right? No? Maybe? I feel like you're actually up at that time anyway, though. But I could be wrong. Here we go. Oh, what a shot, dude! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh! Bro! That's insanity! Did you see that? Ooh! 2 p.m. PST it's a really good time for a global audience. And that's, I guess, the question, right? Is like, am I going to fall under the traditional, like, SEO stuff and just have, like, normal, you know, Americans watching the show? Or is Twitch going to broadcast me to that global audience, right? Because that's, I think, the issue in the long term is, like, you sort of fall victim to the SEO. When you're looking at, like, just want to do channel growth. Darn it! How is that still going in? Rip. Baking. GG. How do you do it? Live, laugh, love. Rip. Nice. But yeah, we're having a good time. I think I'm enjoying this right now. And I think that this is it's gonna be a good run. Frig. I could only be defensive with that. Nice shot, dude! And not beer o'clock at 7 a.m., but weed coke. Darn it! Boozy coffee o'clock. There it is, Hill. There it is, Hill. Drop the kids off at school already, alright? Darn it! Couldn't get under it. So I got snacks, and I don't know. Okay, I'm liking this, but I feel like we got to do something else. I don't know. Should I do something else? Is it good? Is it enjoyable? Do you give a shit what's happening on the screen? I have no idea. Just don't drive. Yes, you don't drive when you drink. Good call, Bert Z. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's bad. No drinking and driving. Phil says, you playing a game or just here hanging out and listening? Backspace, where's the pizza? I don't have pizza. I actually did have pizza. It was literally on the desk, but I took it off the desk because it was in the frame and I felt weird. But I got like a pastry. One of these basic Danishes that they sell at the convenience store, you know. Great mix so far. Loving the whole package. Well, thanks, Bert. Appreciate it. Just here trying to vibe, you know, have fun. One box? Oh, shit, that guy sucks. Did you see that box? Did you see that play? Could be a free one. Could be a free one right there. Okay, they saved it, though. So they got that going for them, which is nice. Just gonna wait here, grab another 12 boosts as it spawns. Let's get that. Okay, that's not great. Get out of here, bro! Who thought? Who did you think you were playing against? Okay? Who did you think you were playing against? This is a bad shot. There we go. Come on, get it clear. My guy. My guy. Oh, sorry, box. My bad. Dude. Dude. Bro. Andy. What's up, Andy? How you doing, man? Oh my gosh. 22 people. Andy Ritchie with the whole package. Andy, how does it feel swinging that dick around? All right? How does that feel? How does it feel? Man, I do not have to be PC on my own channel. I just wanted to firmly establish that for those new people joining in. We've been having some good chats, been talking finance, been talking, spilled a little bit of the tea on what happened with the GMA East show. You know, but we're having fun overall. We're just playing some video games right now and getting ready to do literally whatever, anytime, always, forever. The one caveat being that I believe the GMA East show had fairly significant value to the community. There were quite a few people in the community that were upset for the show being canceled, and so I would occasionally review games or experiences created in the Sandbox game, but I want to limit it to a small number of experiences per month because I'm fairly sure that the show could and would come back if the value of the show was shown back to the team. Oops, that guy just self-gold. Pro gamer. Going great, Andy. Hell yeah. Had you on in the background while we were streaming. Thank you for doing the lurk. Been working on a Fennec built-in Vox edit. Beautiful. Fennec is a beautiful vehicle. You could put it in the game. Were you showing it on the stream while you were working on it, or were you just building it like kind of doing a blind build there for the chat? Oh shit! Bad shot. Right? Nope. I'm ass at this video game. All as I see it. I'm bad. Here we go. I see you. I see what you're trying to do. Okay. Okay, one ghost. You got it. Oh, frig. Fully expected that dude to commit to the play. Uh-oh. Didn't get the knock up there. Okay. Luigi's got some work. He's got the hit. And it's in. Okay. All right. Luigi, making goals at every goal. All right. Making goals in every single goal. When Mochaverse stream, gee whiz, Mochaverse stream is every stream, you know what I mean? When you are in the Mochaverse. Alright, let's go. We're building on stream. I'm sure it's copyrighted, but will look cool in voxels. And I'm hoping the renders will look extra special. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely copyrighted, but also, you know, there's value in making things that have copyright, assuming you're not trying to make money on them. If you're not trying to mint it, sell it, trade it, whatever, then, you know, it'd be great. You have it, and you just go like, hey, Epic Games, I noticed that you are the person who publishes Star Atlas. Would you like me to put Rocket League in the sandbox? And then Epic Games will, what? Oh, yeah, dude, give me that. Give me that Rocket League inside the sandbox, you know? You're the guy. You're the artist who brought it to life. Let's go. Oh no! That guy clocked you $1. Absolutely destroyed your cart. Nonsense. Look at this. $1 like, I'm trying to go back. Oh, well, here you go. Bang. Gamer. Alright. Hero says the GMAE show was one of my favorite aspects of my sandbox experience, especially during the alpha seasons. You know what? Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I tried to make the show high quality as often as possible, despite the, I would say, frequent audio issues that I had. Like, I'd start off a stream and somebody would be muted because I'm running through like 36 channels or whatever. But like at the end of the day, you know, it's not a big deal. It sucks for the community, I think, but it didn't end up affecting my life too much. The pay was good, but I have other income sources. And, you know, if it's a demand that's still needed in a couple of months, just like last time, they'll call. You know, this has happened before. It wasn't the GMAE show. That didn't exist then. But, you know, I worked with Alex before, and I stopped working there for a while. And then the demand was there. The quality went down for the shows. The community needed more assistance with making user-generated content, so we popped up the show. And so, again, if it comes down to it, the new faces, the new people who didn't like the show, who said it can be cut from the budget, those people, you know, 6 months from now, maybe they didn't even work here. You don't really know how it's going to go, but we'll see. In the meantime, you know, we're going to continue to essentially just have a SanFam / friends dedicated stream, you know. Oh, frick. That guy couldn't have possibly tried harder to put it into our goal. That hair! What's up, Lucas? Thank you for being here. I know you're in a family commitment, so wow, the dedication, all right? Production value is peerless to the community. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I spend. It could have been better. Like, I spend $50 a month on a software that is used for very high-level production stuff. Like, if I did it correctly, I could make this operate like multiple scenes and look like ESPN. But as somebody who was the voice doing the content on the screen, doing production at the same time as that is not super easy to do. And in fact, someone who is now partially in charge of marketing complimented me on the difficulty of that, the format that I had, and the amount of stuff that I was able to do, like, as an individual. And so, like, that's where I feel like the show could come back. The show still had value, and the show was recognized by the right people, but it was, I don't know how to say, like, disrecognized, I don't know, by some others, you know. But again, as I said, like, way earlier on in the show, GMAE wasn't canceled by anybody who you would know their name. It wasn't canceled by any of the very top people. It wasn't canceled by any of the people whose faces you've ever seen. So, like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're going to continue to make community-focused content here in whatever way that we can. And so one of the ways that I tried to do that is to tell the community just a little bit earlier, like if there's a question in finance, money, if there's a question in big money finance, stocks, bonds, if you want to understand what a basis point means from the Federal Reserve, if you want to understand why what the Federal Reserve does even matters to money at all, how can they cause a recession? I can explain those things. I have an understanding of them. So I want to be able to help the community in ways that are different than the community has been helped before. Ways that can help you in your real life. And now that means I'm not going to tell you specifically, because I can't give financial advice. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not going to get sued for that by, some random government organization. I'm not going to tell you that Tesla stock is going to be worth a number or something like that. Those kind of projections are left for the analysts that, go on those TV shows. But to understand what those people are saying, why their logic is, I can do that, and I can explain that to you. If you said, like, I've got this clip, explain this to me, then I will do that to the best of my knowledge, which, as I said, is decent, pretty damn good. I can make a call and understand what's going to happen to crypto if Jerome Powell would make a decision tomorrow. Iratos, what's up? Hello. All right. GMAE and Panda streams. Is Panda on right now? Is Panda on right now? Oh boy, that was a mistake. That almost went in. Oh, dog, water. Dude, I'm so bad at video games. Let's go. It's like a fairly high standard for play for myself here. Oop. Try to counter that hit. Uh-oh. That was a bad pitch by him. Ooh. Let's go. She's not online. We're talking about inspiration. Oh, I appreciate it. Let's do it. Okay. All right. We're hitting all the cars. I'm just gonna hit that car. We're hitting that ball. Okay. I'm bad at games. Look at that. Not touch here. Go over there. Go over there, sir. Sir with the hat. Put a tap pot on something, and I just assumed sir, I suppose. Oh, darn. Bad. Not bad, though. Good defense. What a save. What a save again. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. The little tappy taps. Let's do it. Okay. All right. That guy's like, no, I'm not even going to hit. I'm just going to slide it along the floor. Here. Just let it ride on the floor there. Let's go, Lucas. All right. Iratos says, how you doing? Looking great. Nice color. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. It was like 3 hours sitting in you can't get this done at a barbershop, sitting in a salon. And it's funny. If you saw my hair before, it was crazy long. I hadn't cut it since the start of Alpha Season 3, which I believe was in April. I could be wrong about that. Of last year. So my hair was long. And I go in and I'm like, this is the kind of haircut that I want. And the lady was like, okay, am I reading this right? Is this kind of the idea? And I'm like, yeah, you're doing great. Everything's looking good. Pretty much exactly as I described. Good to go. And then she comes to like the color portion and she's like, you sure you want this? You sure you don't want me to do like ruby red? And then I'm like, no, I'm good. I know what's good. And like the portion of the front that's like purple, right? I very specifically grabbed like exactly this much hair and I was like this much right here so that it sort of has like this fade effect going on. Like that's going to be purple. And, she goes to August. Thank you. August, nonetheless. Hadn't cut it since August? Really? That doesn't seem like it's long. My hair was longer than that feels. My hair felt like I hadn't cut it in a year. crazy. I mean, it was like down to here in the back. But, oh wow, what a save, dude. What a save, bro. Nice shot, though. Follow your dreams means take the shot. Wow. I mean, that tracks, actually. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, the lady doing the hair color. She's like, well, I got this ruby red. And I'm like, no, fire engine red. Go for it. Just go all the way. And then she showed me some like swatches of like what it might look like after a certain number of washes and things like that. And then she says to me, she says, why do you want to go with red of all colors? And, you know, like red and purple. I said, well, because I can't do green and blue. And she said, why not? I said, because I have a green screen and my head would disappear. And she just kind of laughed. She's like, oh, yeah, that's right. You're doing that, the stream stuff and whatnot. And, like, yeah, I just couldn't do that. Unless I, of course, put my, just did my camera in a box and instead of in a green screen. But, you know, why would I want to do that? I got the green screen. Let's go. Ooh, unboxy. Fine. Oh no, I tried. Oh man. There's a lot. It's a good pinch. Had to be there early. Gotta be there often. That's a shot. That's a shot, dude. Get out of here. We're gonna run around and desert you. Silly me. Silly me. I think season 3 ended in November of 22, so 6 months today. I definitely would have been. I got my haircut for the start of season 3, like right before it. Bert Z asking, what about the beard? What color for it? I didn't do a color in my beard. I'm just a dark blonde, and I'm not gonna color my beard because I think that looks weird. I think like. I don't want to go with a like Rainbow Guy Fieri sort of business here. Just wanna chill. There we go. Let's put it on the ground a little bit. Get that free win. Shave it off. Let's see the face. Can't shave. My wife would kill me. Because I look like I'm like 12 when I shave. There's no way that's gonna happen, you know? Let's see the face. Get out of here. There's no way. I think most people who've only seen GMAE think you're really all buttoned up. Wait, what about that? What do you mean? Oh, what's the response from your family and the people on the streets for your current red hair? Backspace says. And I'll read Slitherkai's comment here in a second. The response has been pretty good overall. And I think that's just because I pretty much always dress nicely. It's bold. It's extreme. It's full anime protagonist. It's main character hair. People notice. The one comment that I got that made me kind of go like, was somebody was like, oh yeah, you're like City Names Joker. And I was like, bitch. I'm out on that one. That was the nah, dog. You know, this is a dude at a convenience store as the cashier or whatever. You know, but I'm like, I'm not the fucking Joker. Are you serious right now? Like, do I look like a psychopath? Maybe. Find out next time. You know? But I'm not, I'm not a crazy, you know? I gotta tell this guy to follow his dreams, which means take your shot. Alright, Slither Kai. Saying, oh, one box. What a save, dude. I gotta say, you're literally better than Diamond players for what you just did. I don't know if you noticed that, chat, but one box was the only person who was in the goal at the kickoff, right? And being in the goal at kickoff and deciding to stay there for that first, like, 2 seconds of the kickoff is something almost no one does. And it's so important if you want to win games because no matter how good you are, Somebody could make that one mistake and not successfully do the kickoff, and all of a sudden you've got the enemy team kicking that ball straight into the goal, like you saw. One box was there to save it because they were patient. Good job, I say, as you crush my car from the side. You know what I mean? Just kidding, but not really. But really, just kidding, but not really. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Okay. Okay. Commit. Commit. We got this. Damn. Good job. Way to notice. Way to recognize. I go back and I get that boost now. Alright, let's see here. Oh, good. A goal came in. Whoever voted to cancel GMAE show and then resume when they wish to restart when it benefits TSB again must have zero sense of how streamers and audience works. Try to imagine that were happening to VTubers. The company would be long gone, long time ago. But if that's how we get to see purple and red hair, chill. I'm good. Well, thank you. Thank you. Like I said, I don't actually, like, the plan is not, to be clear, the plan is not, from my understanding, to bring back the show. I just happen to believe that the show will come back on the basis that the community wanted to see the show, and, oh man, oh, I suck again! The community wanted to see the show, the community was not a fan when the show was canceled, and that I believe that I was helping people make better games. And that last part will be the reason, if there is a reason why it comes back. If it comes back because the game quality will probably go down, right? When people are making experiences and they're making them for these game jams. If that quality goes down and somebody asks why it goes down, Panda Pops is going to be able to say, well, there's nobody helping them test their games. There's nobody helping them make these games better. There's a couple of shows out there, of course, that are doing it. There's independent creators that are helping people in the community, you know. But there's no official representation that's helping them make higher quality experiences. And that's, I think, what could make it come back if it does. If it doesn't, then whatever, it's their decision. It is what it is. There's lots of community members all over the world that are making content that, you know, that are helping each other. The Andys, the Touches, the King of Cryptos, the AUs, the everybody. I mean, practically this whole chat right now. But, yeah. Just uninstalled the Face app for that Hand Friends tweet. I'd like to see the Beardless Joe on that Face app. I don't even know what the Face app is. Can we mention politics, Bert? Yeah, feel free. However, note that if you... I'll just be clear. I generally have respect for the individual. I generally... politics doesn't mean a free reign to hate. We can disagree, and that's all well and good. But if your version of freedom is limiting the freedoms of other people, then we're pretty much going to disagree on that point. And that goes in pretty much every direction. If you want full disclosure, like, I think America's pretty fucking dumb in a lot of different ways. We don't offer basic healthcare coverage. You know, like, people are always going to die. They probably need basic healthcare coverage, in my opinion. I run on two extremes of what the Second Amendment means, and that is either you are going to allow me to purchase a Javelin missile system, and everybody you know, if you don't know what that is, it is a surface-to-air missile that is shoulder-mounted, that shoots up into the sky after having already locked a target and attacks it from above. It is the only missile system that is significant, like that would have a 100% success rate of destroying an M1 Abrams tank. Come from a military background, so if you don't believe that everybody should be able to have a missile that can destroy a tank, then you don't really believe in the Second Amendment to the extent that it exists today. Or that people try to say that it is. Everybody should have every kind of gun. You would believe in some kind of limitation, and that means that limitations should be legally allowed, right? And then we can all democratically decide, what that is. That's my version of politics. Otherwise, I'm talking basically fundamentals of respect and taking care of people, and like all of the pipes in America are 50 years old or older. They need to be replaced, but we're not going to spend money on infrastructure because we're spending money, And some people don't like the idea of spending money. Where I come from a view that any dollar spent in America buying American products from American businesses with American labor isn't actually a dollar that the government's spending in America. It's just government money being given back to the American people who originally generated it as a tax. So we're not spending any money, but some people will say that's spending money and, that it's overreach. But build a fucking bridge, build some dams, fix your pipes, care about your people. That's the whole point of government, in my opinion. So that's my version of politics. And, people will disagree with what I had to say, and that's totally okay. You can completely disagree. It's their right to, to have their opinion. All right, let's see here. I will go for that comment here in a second and see if I can get, I don't want to lose it for my team. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that jerk who makes one box lose out here. Go for it. Oh, that was close. That was close, bro. I don't think that guy expected me to pass legitimately. I don't think anybody passes pretty much ever. Oh no, bad luck. Oh. Try to flip that up. That did not work. Got some spacing here. What a save, dude! Get out of here! One box is a goalie of the century right now. Good hits, good hits. Will you have guests on your new show? I mean, I don't know. Like, I like the idea of guests, but at the same time, it's a question mark. It's an uncontrollable, right? Like, if it morphs into a podcast format, sure. Right? But realistically, like, I just wanted to spend some time with the chat, if that makes sense. Like, actually be able to be as interactive as possible. Like, I'm sure that there is an audience for it, and people who like the idea of me talking to somebody else and just getting those two people's views for that. But I think that's a space where, like, if I'm going to do that, I would reach out to NRN and say, hey, can I start up a podcast with you guys? Like, let's go. Whether it's guys, ladies, like, mix, well, it doesn't matter, like, let's find a topic and let's talk about it. I think that's the space for that, personally. Whereas a live stream like this, I want to be able to just chill, have some fun, be engaged with you guys, be exciting where applicable, and open up the door to new experiences, things that maybe I haven't even tried before. And ideally, just get into something and somebody goes, hey, play this like I don't know, Illuvium or something. Like, I haven't played the like MMO style of Illuvium yet. I don't even know what that costs, if it costs, but dang, good save. Oh man. And try to get it over their head there. Whose/what's NRN? NRN is a non-refungible network. Is the name of their group. It is, right? Refungible? Is that right? Am I an idiot? Correct me, Hill. Hill knows. Hill's a pro on it. They are a podcast network with some really great minds. that make great content all the time. If you're just interested in the crypto space, that is the place to, check it out in a very edible format. Wherever you get podcasts, I believe they have those there. But you can also check them out on like YouTube and Twitch as it happens live. They record different programs regularly in their group, but they're all very nice people who have good general views and a good insight on what's going on in crypto. Like anybody else, of course, they are just opinion. So sometimes they can be inaccurate and quite frankly wrong, but that's okay too, right? I'm wrong in certain things as well. And there are going to be people all over the world who disagree with even the thing I just said a second ago about my views on rocket launchers or whatever. He'll put a link in the chat here, twitter.com/non-refungible. Let's see here. So Bert Z asks, before we get into this next match here, I'd like to know how the current media beat up on Donald Trump is thought about by the average American. Not a fan of DT, but hold him in respect because he puts the cat among the pigeons and generates conversations. Okay, so here's the thing. This is gonna be a hot topic. Some people are gonna disagree with me, and it is what it is. If you disagree with me, we're entitled to our differences of opinion on this. I firmly believe that as a representative of the people, it's important that a person has the people's interests at heart when they apply to be any type of representative, whether it's a congressperson, House, Senate, whatever you are. If you're going to be the person who's running coffees back and forth for people in the office at the State House, you should still have the people's interests at heart. That's why you're there, because you want to improve the country. That said, I personally have not seen any proof of fact that Donald Trump wants what's best for the general person. If you look back into his 1990s interviews, he was a listed Democrat. It's a type of position. Like it's saying, when you say you're a Democrat, you generally say you are for higher taxation. You are a little bit less for military / firearms holdings. You are a little bit more for healthcare and general socialization of government, at least over the last many decades now. And a person who is a Republican in the U.S. is generally about more individualism. They generally tout that you don't want to have or have given out handouts to other people. Whether they do or do not accept handouts is another story. But these are the general views of what those roles are. And again, somebody could disagree with me. So the way that Donald Trump acts and reacts is very much like trying to play the victim role in all aspects of life. Like, as though he does not do things unless they are successful. And when things are not successful, he is not to blame for their failure, but it is someone else's fault that they failed. And that is a very standard way that some people operate. Lots of people operate that way, where it's other people's fault when things that are bad happen to them or around them. Where at the end of the day, he puts himself in his position, so he should be held accountable for that. He is the top operator of his businesses, Trump whatevers, right? So he should be held accountable for the actions therein. So when you look at something like what's going on right now with the Stormy Daniels situation, it's like, oh, okay, all right, I just get a free shot. Okay, take that. It really has nothing to do with the people. It has nothing to do with the government. It was his individual decision as an individual business operator at the time, right? But the problem is, like, he himself had said just a couple of weeks ago that he wants to play that victim role. He wants to do what is called a perp walk, which is where they handcuff you and take you into the court room in those handcuffs, which is a very publicly visible thing. And there's no positive motivation for him to do that, except that he wants to get general public sympathy for him for a thing that has nothing to do with the public, right? This lawsuit has nothing to do with the public. It's entirely him as an individual, as a representative of his individual company. So he's kind of looking for sympathy in a way that doesn't make sense. And the day that it was announced that he could have, or could be being indicted, which means going to trial, he was also, like, he received over $1 million in donations that day to his, like, campaign or whatever the format was there. And having received that money, like, that to me is immoral. To me, that's not right to do. You know, you've got a very private lawsuit potentially happening. There has been made no judgment on that lawsuit. He may never have to pay a dime towards that lawsuit. You know, he may never see a jail cell, but he's looking for sympathy in the wrong places and getting donations from people who otherwise, assuming that he is the billionaire that he says he is, the people at large need that money more than he does. So he shouldn't have been accepting those donations, in my opinion. What up, Roxy? How's it going? Man, getting some good questions in the chat, all right? Getting some good questions right now. Can we talk about literally anything, Roxy, right now? Literally anything, because we don't have to give a shit anymore. You know, it's my show, it's my channel, it's my space, it's my time. So whatever you want to talk about, whatever you got, you know, questions about literally anything, try to answer those to the best of my knowledge, my ability. While we play some games, have some fun, do whatever you want to do here on the show. Gee whiz, saying Trump NFTs bumped on that day as well. Not gonna lie, my son and I made our Christmas money on Trump NFTs this year. Look, I mean, I gotta tell you, the day that they came out, I looked at the NFTs, right? I looked deep in my soul, and I went, this shit is about to make some money right now. You know, like, yeah, fan or nah, I think anybody probably could have recognized that those, at the time when they launched, were going to make somebody some good cash. I mean, however, usually what I'd look at in project, if I miss that, like, 24-hour window, that better be rock solid shit if I'm gonna buy an NFT. You know what I mean? Like, if I miss that first launch, it better have the strongest plan that I have seen, you know, in some time if I'm gonna buy it. Like, I look at a project that I love, like Sappy Seals. I don't own one. Why don't I own one? Because I missed it, in my opinion. Right? If it's for profit, if it's a money-making venture, then I missed Sappy Seals. If it's for vibes, then, you know, I'll buy them. But when I did the same thing with the Cool Cats, I think. Not Cool Cats. No, Cool Cats. That's not the one I'm thinking of. The other one. The one that looked pretty grungy. Shit. Why don't I remember this name? Because Blaze was trying to tell me to buy them for, like, forever. And I was like, nah, I missed the boat. And that was when they were like, I don't even remember, like 0.1 or something. Like, no, I missed the boat on this. Gutter Cat. Thank you. Gutter Cat gang. Yeah. Gutter gang. Bought Trump on day one as a lark and then just had a blast trading them over Christmas. Was getting the voxel ones. Nice. All your dreams, one box. You got this. It hit. Good touch. Salty is an AI, so they're not going to be able to hit that. What? Alright. Okay, Salty. Okay, Salty. Okay, AI bot. Get that dunk, AI. Kidding me? Whoop. Go to Caps and Sappy Seals are great OG projects, not financial advice. No, I agree. I agree that they're both great, and that's the way that I operate. Is mostly like if I can get in on that, like on the ground level on the day zero, I'm okay with it going to zero. But if it's something where I'm a week or two in and it's going up, I'm out. I can't do it because I don't want to be like caught out. And yeah, I mean, I try to do all of my crypto stuff with the intent to eventually, like pay off the house that I was able to buy and make sure that my kid doesn't have to worry about college and stuff. Oh my god, I'm dog water, dude, but one box got to go. Oh my god. So good. Look at this. Look at this touch. Boop. Can't block that. How are you gonna block that? So good. Hope someone buys Gutter like they did with Onis. They were both part of 10K TFs. I think the aggregate community will float us back up somehow. I mean, that could be. I think 10K TF got bought by Yuga. So, it could be that, if Yuga becomes that, like, one, like that Disney level, I just buy everything brand, then you never know. Ooh, okay. You guys want some beans? Just because I'm excited? Because it's been a good day? Good day, good show? Ooh, 3 to 4 right now. You want some beans? I'm going to spoil some things. You want me to tell you a little secret? I don't know if I should. We haven't signed it. I haven't signed it on the dotted line yet. But we do have an agreement from their company. The Wizzy stuff, right? The Wizzy stuff that we're working on. We're making happen. The 10K is just around the river bend here. I was in a call this week, maybe last week, with the people from Star Atlas. If you are not familiar with what Star Atlas is, it is a more palatable EVE Online, or if the game Star Citizen, the space game, actually was finished, that's Star Atlas, running a full real crypto economy. I'm super hyped for it. Built on Unreal Engine 5, so visibly, like, it's just beautiful. Oh, nice shot, dude. So proud of you on that one. So I was in a call with the Star Atlas people, and I said to them, so what if the Wizzy project gave away your spaceships as part of the utility for our project, so that people who own Wizzies can go to space and have a good time? And we'll buy a clubhouse so that there's a social hub in your space for Wizzy owners, and we'll get some spaceships so that we can constantly give away new spaceships. So we buy some, they give some. And they said to us, great, that sounds great. And as a result of that, they will make us a custom skin for a particular ship, the ship that we will be giving away, that has Wizzy on it, so that you can rip and flex your Wizzy themed NFT Not specifically yours, unfortunately, because it can only be one, but you'd have Wizzy the Blue rocking on the side of your spaceship in space as you're playing in these experiences. Play to earn. It's a very good, very fun game if you like space stuff. So they tentatively agreed to that, and so I'm very hyped about that. Probably shouldn't be sharing it here, but spill the beans a little bit. And that's like one of 20 to 30 different utility components that we'll be having for Wizzy assets. So what do you think about that? What do you think about if there was a 10K PFP / avatar project? What do you think about that? What do you think about having like 30 different utility components? I forget. Oh, I see Lucas in the chat. Here we go. Lucas actually saw the real plan. But the plan that Lucas saw actually doesn't have all the utility because we expanded that in the last meeting that we had, like a week and a half ago or so. I had a meeting. We were discussing utility, and I had a lot of interoperability utility. A lot of utility that was good for like outside of the sandbox because, the avatar itself is already very good for it. And then somebody suggested some other things that we'll talk about in the future that are more in the sandbox utility. And, so that's also... Oh, damn. Get dunked on, dude. I'm so bad at this game. Get dunked on. Want a witch version of Wizzy as well. Jazz Wolf. Jazz Wolf, that's a great idea. It's a great idea. It's a great idea, Jessel. Oh no. Okay. Alright, okay. Here we go. Let's go. Get it. Slipping. Get it slipping. Oh man, I really want that base fight. I knew they were going to take it. Oh my god. Get out of here, bro. Get it. Team is under duress. You need help back in the... I understand. Yeah, one box. Be aggressive. Go bop that. Go bop that. Oh shit. That's bad. That's a bad bop. Here it is. Not bad, not bad. Could have done better on that, especially for avatars. We got, yeah, I mean, what I'm looking for is really like, I'd really like to see for the utility of the project, it needs to work inside, it needs to work outside. When we release the Wizzy 10K, the goal that myself and Alex really set super early is that this should be the #1 no shit best product that has ever been released as an avatar in the sandbox, period. Without exaggeration. A lot of these projects, they're great, they're cute, they're nice, whatever. They're usable in the sandbox game, and all of that is great. But what else? You know what I mean? And that's where I think that we're going to separate. That's where we're going to be different, is the what else can you do for me? Which is what a lot of people look for when they look for these, whether it's an avatar or they look for a PFP project. They want to see, like, what long-term value does this have? And if we can bring that, if we could be the reason why people see that for the first time in avatars, then we're going to bring people to the sandbox game that have never been in the sandbox game before. Yeah, and that's my long-term goal for this, is to see... I want to do something that's big enough that it makes us impossible to miss, right? It makes us undeniable as not only as a company, but as an avatar platform. What we make with the Wizzy 10K should be so big and significant that it is the mark of prestige in the sandbox game. That is my goal. Nothing short. Are you 100% set on 10K, or is there a thought of making them more exclusive? I am 100% set on 10,001 of them. And I believe that the second you see the the plan for that, you'll understand exactly why. And I'm fairly sure that it will make people clamor to make sure that they have the cost, whatever the cost is, to get them. You know, that's it's probably a biased opinion, but also, like, I've bought lots of stuff, right? I've been the person, the NFT purchaser. You know, I bought Yuga when the mutants were like 3 ETH. I bought mutants after reveal, and people were like, what the hell are you doing? You bought this thing that looks like a walking booger. You know, and it's like, well, no, because I know what they do. I know that it's fundamentally strong. You know, and that's the way that I want to approach creating this project. So let's create something that's fundamentally strong, that has value, the short-term, long-term, you know, to people who buy it. Not just something that you buy because it's cute, you know. Oh no, it was an AI named Stinger. Oh, there we go. Gee whiz is us. Seeing Star Atlas activation will be truly amazing. Wizzy the Blue is my first sandbox asset, and I'm working on a Grail set. There we go. I think there's a couple of them that I don't have at this point. Maybe maybe it's just accessories. Maybe it's just hats and stuff. I think I have all the OG Wizzies. The actual Wizzy itself. But gonna do any one-of-ones? Would love to see some blue chip collabs. Yes. And as I mentioned before, the goal is that we're the blue chip. Like, I want to be as modest as possible with that, but the goal is that we're the blue chip. The plan is that we're worth becoming the blue chip. That long term you're continuing to see value that's worth that, you know. And I think that people are going to see it. Oop. Sorry. Silly me. I said silly me instead of sorry because it's April Fool's Day. That's so crazy. My life is a void without you, my dear sweet boost. Wow. Nice. Normally that just says need boost. That's funny. Yeah, we'll definitely have one-of-ones. I can say that we'll definitely have one-of-ones. Damn, I really just want to talk about everything now. But also that one, you know, I don't like to talk about it too much until it's done. But it's damn close. So close. Oh no! Just good shot, Muffins. Good shot, Muffins. Alright, let's see here. Question. Oh yeah, you said that already. Really hope 10K Wizzies will be on Polygon. I hope so too. I'm fairly sure we can make that happen because they are they are avatars, so there's no reason really not to. And at the end of the day, that I believe that the tokens that we exchange, Alex is a little bit more proficient in this part of the business, but I believe that the tokens that people redeem before reveal can be on any network, and it doesn't matter. So we'll see. Oh. Oh, almost caught you slipping, bro. Centered. Come on, poopies. Sorry about that one box. My bad. Oh, muffins. Muffins? You're just passing to me now, muffins? Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, muffins. Woo! Man. After this round, I'm going to do the little intermission screener and to go to the restroom chat. But we're not done here until top of the hour when Alex's show goes live. Right? What day is it? It's Saturday. Yeah. Shoot. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god, go in the hole. You can do it. Oh no, I'm bad. Oh no, why did I miss twice? You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's get it. Good. Shit. Good. Yes! No! Wow. Oh no, they didn't touch it. I fully expected them to touch that. That sucks. Excuse me. Here we go. Don't let him catch you slipping. You got this, right? You got this? Okay. Damn. Good try. That's a problem. There it is. Easy. Done. Game. Gamer. Gamer! Alright. Crypto Crier, what's up, man? Holy heck. Welcome to the chat. GM, good morning to you. It's nice to see your username. See your face all the time on those podcasts, all that business. I was actually talking about the NRN a little bit earlier. Somebody said, "Who the heck are you?" I said, "Well, let me tell you something." He'll put the link in the chat as well. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Just getting ready to do a quick intermission here, but got about 20 minutes left on this stream, and then I'm going to raid the official The Sandbox game live stream, assuming that Lucas and Alex are online and live at that time. If not, if they're going a little bit late, then I'll stay a little bit late until. May have clipped it and sent it in a Discord. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for doing that. All right, Roxy says, "I like making video games. I like telling stories. I believe that the metaverse and NFTs are tools of the future, and that there is a relationship to bring new things in the future. But at the moment of creating an idea, game characters, worlds, I don't think about NFTs or anything like that. What I have in my mind is the way that games have been distributed since the beginning. You pay for it and you play it. Try to think of organic ways in which NFTs or something like that interacts with the games or ideas that I create." Question, Pineapple Pizza. Question 2. Okay, so I think before the questions, I'm going to go ahead and leave this game here real quick. I cannot leave the match as it has not started yet. Rip. Okay, so all of that to say, when you're talking about making experiences, talking about making games inside the sandbox or anywhere else, when they are NFT based or they are not, there's two different propositions that you have to ask yourself, I believe. One of them is, are you creating a gamer experience out of passion? Because if you're creating the gamer experience out of passion because you want to be a game designer, or you have been a game designer and you're just looking at this new platform and maybe it's going to get you some new exposure and you're going to make a great gamer experience. If you're just making it out of passion and you're making a great experience, then I think you're going to have a great time in the space. It doesn't have to be NFT, but it is, and because you're making a good game, you're going to be successful. Now there's the other type of person, there's the other type of creator who isn't really necessarily looking for making high quality or understanding high quality or doing research to improve on their quality. They may just be looking to make a gamer experience similar to what they have, or possibly a knockoff / derivative of what they have already had. And if they do that, then often I think you're going to see some lower quality stuff. And as a result, long term, less success, right? I don't know if I can dribble around these guys while talking about real stuff here. So as a game dev, Roxy, as you, the way that you've designed things, what I've seen you make inside the sandbox game over the last, what is it, year? 2 years? You've been making stuff, year and a half, something like that. It's been a little while now. You've made increasingly better, higher quality games out of passion. And whether you make it as an NFT to sell it as a one-off, or you make it, as the basis for a new company in that, you're going to get cosmetics that you sell over time or things like that, you'll see success when the game is good, right? You're going to see success because you're making higher quality stuff, especially over the average person. Because, I can point out specific games in the sandbox game, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You've played them, even in the seasons, in the, whatever, where you look at some of the stuff and you think like, wow, this is ass. This game sucks. It's not fun to play. And there are different gamers with different types of values and reasons, like what do they think is fun. But if you make a strong game in a genre, then you're going to get people who are going to pay for it. Whether it costs $5, $10, $60, whatever it is, if you make good stuff, people are going to pay for it. Now, all that to say, making a game as an NFT, I think is great in the sense that if you could sell individual units of a game, or you could sell passes that give people access to that game, which is kind of the same thing, it's just like selling that old physical disc, right? And people are willing to buy it if they understand that they have the licensing rights to play the content, right? They're going to do that. It doesn't have to be free to play. A free to play version of a game, if you're making cosmetics, then you better make a damn good, compelling game. The story is so good that somehow people are going to read it if they're going to play it in the sandbox where you can't, you can't do like voice acting. Or you make it so compelling that people are going to want to kind of cosplay as their avatars. And then they'll buy your cosmetics and they'll get in there and do that. You see, I mean, that's true if you go to Fortnite and you look at the Halos out there, you look at the Ryu from Street Fighter that's in there, or Goku or whatever. Those are all based on good narratives, things that people are emotionally attached to. So they'll go buy the cosmetics, whatever platform they're on. Yeah, so, you could make it free, you could make it paid, it doesn't matter as long as you make it good. Now, to your other points here, pineapple pizza? Question? No. Answer. However, I don't disagree with it fundamentally, I just don't like it personally, because I don't really love... I like fresh pineapple, I don't like old pineapple, so when you cook pineapple, you've really ruined it for me. But fundamentally, it makes sense. You put, you got a citrus with a fat, right? It makes sense, gastronomically. Pretty good for those people who like it. I just don't like cooked pineapple. It's ass. I also don't like pineapple in a can. I like to cut a pineapple and eat it. I think question number 2. How do you think an indie game dev should look at or introduce NFTs that people may or may not... Did I just literally get exactly into my goal off of just peripheral vision? Wow. I'm feeling like a pro gamer right now. That may or may not want to buy in order to make their project sustainable. Okay. Yeah, so an indie dev needs to fake it, right? As an indie dev, you fake it until you make it. You make something that's fundamentally good, that's a fun game to play, and you make a logo that looks good when it's one color, and you just pretend you're not an indie dev. Because there's nothing wrong with being an indie dev. There are lots of them that make great stuff, and those games are super successful. Look at, lots of games that are winning awards at the BAFTAs are indie games. Games that won awards at the Game Awards by Jeff Keighley. That show, they are winning because they're good, and I think that's probably it's the same story if they're NFT games. We could have all these tropes about NFT games and people being like, oh well, they're NFT games, so they're bad, right? But I swear to you, if you make one good NFT game, if you make a game that is a game, and it's just damn good at being a game, and it happens to have NFTs on it, it can go to the Game Awards and it will win. It can be on any platform and they will want it. Because once the people want it, the publishers want it, and once the publishers have it, we're off to the races, right? You get, the only reason why people didn't like the Ubisoft game that had NFTs in it was because the game was shit. That's it, right? We can make a better game, and it'll do fine. So as an indie dev, yeah, you just want to pretend like you're not an indie dev. You make the game. When you talk about who made the game, you say we. Is it just you? Well, we the company. Go. Use the the British we or whatever, the royal we, I should say. And then people won't judge you for the stupid shit. They'll only judge you for how good is this game? How good is my experience? Am I having a good time? Because what you've made so far, in the sandbox, the first couple experiences needed work. And then, now that you're getting later and later in your dev, you're getting better and better at what you're doing. And so, people might see something and say, oh, that was made by Roxy, Roxy Studios or whatever. And they'll attach to that. That's all that matters at the end. All right, let's see here. First part was a great take. Second part was a terrible take. The second part being the pineapple on pizza, bro. Yes. Yeah, I'm not about that. Look, I get it, though. I get it. It's okay. I talk about it a lot here. I talk about it a lot in life. You're entitled to your wrong opinion, Crier. You know what I mean? I'm entitled to my wrong opinion. That pizza sucks, But My wife also hates when I have like olives. I like olives on my pizza, but not just like I'll isolate it to olives. Like I'll eat olives and mushrooms. I get like a real supreme with everything except for anchovies because I feel like the fish takes over. Uh, but you know, she hates me for that. Not really, but she's like pepperoni and green peppers person. She doesn't do pineapple either. Bless her soul. You know. It's a wonderful thing about pizza. You can customize it. See, that's one of the things that I like most about pizza, but also dislike, I guess, about American pizza, because I'm I'm a wannabe food snob, if that makes sense. Like I don't. I'll eat anything though. Like I'll microwave an egg. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. Food is food is food. But if I'm in a place that's known for that food, I want the food that they're known for. So when we talk about pizza, like a lot of people think about Italy or they think about New York. Maybe they think about Chicago, you know, if they really like a whole lot of meat, you know. But if they pizza oven at the house, that's clutch. That's so clutch. Getting that good like 2-minute dough, you know, the one that crisps up because it's nice and thin, but it's real bubbly when it's done. Get out of here. Kidding me? Need it. That's how you make pizza, by the way. That's what I was just kind of getting at. Is like Italian style pizza. Like you want to get real OG, you want to go Italian style. No tomatoes. Don't tell me that it's blasphemy because they didn't have tomatoes there. I mean they do now, but they didn't then. So when people are like, "Oh, it's Italian," and you're like, "Bro, like a lasagna is not Italian, right?" Like it is, but not with all this tomato sauce in it. Like it's more like olive oils and stuff like that, you know, a little more greenery in there, in that action. Lots of cheese, damn straight, lots of cheese. So when I go to a new place, anytime I go to a new place, I always kind of like, there are two things that I really want to do. I want to eat the thing that everybody thinks is fancy, and then I want to eat the thing that everybody eats, you know. If there's a line outside of a taco truck, sold, done. Like I don't care. That's the place to go, you know. When I went to New York, it's like I need to go get one of those hot dogs, one of those freaking hot dogs out there. I need to go to, oh man, I don't even remember the name of the damn pizza place, but there is a pizza place in New York that you must go to. It's kitty corner from Madison Square Garden. You have to go. It's the best pizza. That's not an exaggeration. It's very well known for being the best pizza, and the people there who work there know that it's the best place to get pizza because they don't give a shit. They're like, order what you're gonna order, get the fuck out of the line. Like, they don't have time for that, you know. Let me see here. Go West says I'm having Chicago deep dish pizza tonight. That's good stuff, dude. It's good stuff in a different way, right? Like a deep dish Chicago style pizza. That's like it's basically a literal pizza pie, right? Like it's like a pizza crust bottom. Ingredients, pizza crust top, more ingredients. That's an actual pizza pie. I love those because I can only have like one slice of that, you know. It's got so much grease and fat and like meat in there. Damn, dog, he just wanted to make sure I couldn't hit that up. He was flexing on him. He was just spinning all over the ball. Yeah, like it's so greasy and thick that you cannot go for another slice of that unless, you know, you want to see it tomorrow. Oh no, that's in. That's a goal. Good shot though, dude. Good shot, dude. Can we post the clip Hodel made on NRN? Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know what it said, but I don't regret anything that I said. I mean, you guys are great. And I think more people could watch you anytime, you know? Feel free to tag or do whatever you want to do. It's nice to see more people out here having good, nuanced conversation and like having fun doing it as well, which is like so clutch. You know, you have a podcast, you can't just sit there and be like, "Oh, everything's dull." No, you gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy life. People gotta attach to the person, and you know, you guys do that in a good way, and not just shit. So I'm awful with names, by the way, Crier. Like really bad with names. the things that I remember are usually the things that people attach to, like your co-host on your show, who really loves like teams from Boston in sports, and for some reason his name is just evading me right now. All right, here's the shot. Here we go. Okay. Joe, can you give beans on when a snapshot might be taken for Wizzy asset holders as it relates to the 10K PFP collection? Yeah, sure. You'll have to have the assets in order to mint. You don't have to own a Wizzy asset in order to mint, but there will be a like pre-release for you, those people who have that. And it'll come in at a different price point than the people who don't already have a Wizzy asset. What was the math on that? I think I had it like nearly 20% discount or something like that off of the cost for those people who already own Wizzy something. And you should be, I haven't worked out the semantics on the actual smart contract yet to know exactly if this is possible, but I'm fairly sure that it is. That if you were interested, you should be able to mint one of the Wizzy 10K PFPs per Wizzy asset that you have, if you were interested in doing so. Otherwise, they will move on to the public mint. There we go. That's a center. Get it, nasty. Oh, man. Dirty. Okay. All right, gamer. Wait, you wanted to clip me, like, not knowing his name? Now I feel like a jerk. There it is. There it is. It's permanent now. It's fixed on the internet. Everybody knows. I'm bad at names. It's over. Oh, no! Okay, that was close. Damn. Oh, man. Oh, dang. We don't have time. Ripperoo, dude! Red Sox guy, thank you. Yeah. RSG. See, you said RSG, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. His name is Red Sox guy, and you were saying his name was eluding you, but like Boston sports. Isn't that ironic? It's so ironic because I legitimately was like, yeah, he really loves, like I was going to say he really loves the Red Sox, but I can't remember his name. And I'm really glad I didn't say that now, because that would just make me, feel like I was really a smart person, Good shit. He loves Boston sports. I can't remember his name. Yeah, I don't know. Some guy who just loves the Red Sox. It's crazy. All right. So time's 10:54 now. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start to wind down a little bit as we are going to be rating the Sandbox Official live stream here in a second. Let them know. Just let them know, chat. Let them know that you were here and they missed out. All right. It's going to be a good time. We're not going to do it just yet, though. Man. This is fun. Beefy subconscious helping out. That's right. Subconscious is creeping right now. Creeping strong. So, we're going to get back to playing some more. Probably, should I do tomorrow? Should we do tomorrow? What do I got to do tomorrow? I think I'm going out to eat tomorrow. We can do tomorrow later in the evening, I think. Oh, shit. No! It's WrestleMania. That's today and tomorrow. So I'm not going to be available tomorrow. I'm going to watch WrestleMania here in a hot minute. All right, that's happening today. And I'm hype about that. I like wrestling. I mean, I don't love their product for a little minute, but it is what it is. The Monday, however, on Monday, let's go ahead and let's stick with an 8 p.m. PST schedule for Monday. So we'll be back with more. I'm going to set that as the hard time, like GMEE was when we weren't doing more global format. We were doing a Joe time format. So we'll do an 8 p.m. show again on Monday. We're going to do an 8 p.m. show on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. And, excuse me, it's spring break right now for my wife. So she may be in the room in the chat, hanging out, having fun. We'll see what's going on, what's going down here. And hopefully on that 8 p.m. schedule, I can get Rad Condad in here, hanging out on the other side of the screen where the logo is right now. He can be chilling with us, chatting and having fun as well. Yeah, man, like, what do you guys want to talk about next time that we're on? Do you want to talk about finance? You want to talk about that kind of stuff? Do you even care about finance? I know I brought it up a couple of times, but Jazzwolf asking, do you watch AEW as well? I do indeed watch AEW. I watch it enough, and I read the dirt sheets, and I know the business. All right, love what AEW is doing. It's interesting that their owner, Tony Khan, bought another promotion called Ring of Honor, and he's kind of making it like he's not trying to make it like the B team, right? He's trying to make it its own strong company. Bringing in people from Japan has been very compelling, very interesting. And there was a guy on AEW like 2 weeks ago. He fought against Kenny Omega, which is one of their more prestigious wrestlers. He did like off of the middle rope on the wrong side of the rope, like a double front flip, where it looked like he was going to just literally break his freaking neck as he smashed through this dude on the table. And I forget his name. He comes from the Mexican promotion AAA, but really compelling. If you want to see like a hell of a match, that's the one to watch. Could be match of the year this year. It was crazy good. Crypto Crash saying, we do Monday finance streams and charting on Mondays at 1:30 on my Twitch. Crier. Hell yeah. I need to figure out a way to do the shout out thing so that I can just like get people following you as well, because I love to see that, see people doing real analytics, whatever that means. As we know, whatever happens tomorrow is never predetermined. But when you see general sentiment of the market, you recognize the market is made of people and people are people, you do want to see that. Witchcraft, yes, essentially witchcraft. It's the charting for sure. Yeah, I love to see that. I love to see that stuff. Do you follow Benjamin Cohen? He does stuff primarily on YouTube, but he's an artist with the charting. Yes, okay, yeah, he's great. I love to see his stuff. So yeah, if you guys aren't following that and you want to learn a little something, that is at Into the Cryptoverse. And then, of course, yeah, Crypto Crier. Hell yeah. Go check them out. I mean, you personally love what you're making. You're a super nice dude. Always doing good stuff. Staying constructive. Never toxic in the chat, which I love to see. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to try to keep track and see when the Sandbox game is going live here. I don't know if they are up, but kind of that awkward phase right at the end of the show, you know what I mean? In that awkward phase where I'm like trying to make sure that I'm their bumper just for fun. But great stream. All right, Crier, I'll see you later. Anytime, once again, feel free to hit me up on Twitter or wherever. Come back, hang out, chat it up. Whatever you like. All right. Just getting caught up here on the Twitter space. A lot of you folks. Thanks for retweeting, by the way. Thanks for like tagging, retweeting, stuff like that. It's very helpful to me. I know you don't have any reason to have to do anything, and you do it out of the kindness of your heart. So I appreciate that. It's been really good for the first day here. Is really nice. The average person who's streaming on Twitch is getting like, if you're in like 8 viewers or something like that, maybe it's 11. You're already like a top tier streamer. So having a good average is really nice. Appreciate that, and we'll continue to grow it as we go, day to day, week to week, month to month, going forward. But another note that I think has been really good about this stream, and like your interactivity in the chat as well, is that I still have like this whole Red Bull. Normally, even on the Sandbox stream, I'd be sipping at it. It might be gone. The snack that I have here might be gone. But not today. It's been great. It's been an engaging chat. I appreciate that. I'm ready to do more. Maybe we'll do a game where I just like go freaking nuts, you know? Just get super hype. And then the next time I play, I'm probably gonna figure out why the audio goes out to you and it doesn't go out to me at this point. What's going on? Hogwarts Legacy is installed. Did you guys still want to play that? The Hogwarts Legacy? I also have Cyberpunk I installed. I know a lot of people didn't play Cyberpunk, or at least kind of shit on it after the game came out so like poorly, if that makes sense. Crier asking what are some of your favorite games. Both of those are great. Well, yeah, Rocket League is hands down probably my favorite game. 2,215.2 hours I have in Rocket League just on PC. I also have it on PS5, PS4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. Played a lot of it. But was the music that you used for GMAE yours or the sandboxes? Hill, I'm going to show you something. The music was mine, but it wasn't mine. It was Boss's music. This is a Boss RC505. It's a loop station. It's used for, if I was to say, hey, Hill, and push this button, it would record it while I was saying it, and then I could play it back and then use the other 5 channels to do the same thing. Usually, you would use a keyboard to do music into this live and then use this out to you guys on that loop, whatever it wanted to be. So I could make a live beat mix down and have fun with you guys. The music that was for the GMAE was actually some of the default music that's built into this thing that I used all the time. Because if I turned on my keyboard with my 2 PCs and at the time 4 screens and my wife's 3 screens and her PC, the power would go out. I used too much electricity. And when I tried to call to get a quote from an electrician in our area, multiple electricians didn't answer the phone. And the ones that did said, I have too much work. Booked out for 6 months. No, I'm not taking your job. So I never got a chance to really use the thing like I wanted to. And as such, I am going to be giving this to Conrad, along with my old PC and my keyboard, so that he can jam out. So it may come back. It might not, but we'll see. I am going to figure out something for the intermission screen, something for music, something for the intro, the outro. I have another device that does audio, but I did not finish configuring it because it's the type of device that a person might use if they were going to do a Twitter Spaces, but they wanted to have multiple channels of audio and use a mic like this on a Twitter Space instead of just using your phone and sounding like ass. So I'm going to get that working properly with the software here through the duration of the week, probably one little thing at a time as we get things really kicked up and going. Like actually the background that we have here, I don't really love it. I generated it in Midjourney in like 5 seconds because I was like, all right, I need a new background that doesn't say good morning, afternoon, evening in the sandbox format. Because I kind of want to like obviously I'm not leaving GMAE behind because you guys are the GMAE. The community is that. But I am leaving the sandbox aspects behind for the most part. Again, with the exception that if you guys need help and you want me to review your game, then I would do that for you because I care. And you guys clearly care about me. Let's see here. See, we can start Hogwarts Legacy if you want while we wait for TSB. I know that Alex and Lucas are in the chat right now getting set up. I can see that chat that they use. So let me see if I can let's do something that's pretty chill. Last I played this, it was glitchy as hell. Kerbal Space Program 2. Let's give it a shot. This is an early access version of the regular Kerbal Space Program. Crypto Christ says, love me some looper pedals. I have a smaller one for guitar. Nice. Yeah, no, I mean, they're great. I got a friend who's like super into the older style, like physicals for looping, where they have like this mix board that's literally just got a bunch of like headphone to headphone plugs in it, and they're all color coded so that you know what what distortion you're making distort in what way you're going to do so. But yeah, there's lots of that, lots of really cool stuff in the sound space, and I'd like to explore it more. But again, I ran into the problem where like I have 15 amps of power, and just this is a 1200 watt PC that I just bought. The other one is, I think, also 1200. It might be 1050. And my wife's system is like 1000 watt as well. They just keep getting bigger with the bigger NVIDIA GPUs, not really working on power efficiency. But chat, it looks like the Sandbox game is in their pre-show starting soon right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say that we'll do a little bit of Kerbal Space Program just for the silliness of it, just for the fun of it, in the next show. So let's do it on Monday. I'm going to do 6 p.m. PST. I will put that conversion up on Twitter. If you're not already following me on Twitter, which I think most of you are, maybe not Bert Z. It's an unfamiliar name, but I appreciate you. Maybe I just miss it. Maybe you're not an unfamiliar name and I just missed it in the Sandbox chat where there were hundreds of people on multiple platforms. But if you're not already following, twitter.com/thevisionex, please do so. I'll let you know when I'm live, but I'm not going to do that like live notification spam. If it's already on Twitch, I'm going to turn it off. Just let people know soon. And then just had a good time. Chilling with you guys. Had fun. Alex is on, so let's go ahead and raid over there. /raid the Sandbox game. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out here with me today. Having fun. 3 hours, the session length. I think that's a pretty good format. It's much easier to go longer when playing games that are games and chatting with you guys being more directly interactive, and less like, it's harder for me to go longer when I'm just talking about news and I'm talking about, playing through a narrative experience rather than something where we can just have fun together and talk nonsense. So appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks. I got you all in the chat. I want to Hill, Hero, Cold Cuts, Go West, Mosquito, Jazz Wolf. Appreciate y'all. And we'll see you on Monday.